as longtime rivals Tuskegee and Alabama A&M meet for the 53rd time. Hello everyone, Charlie Neal, and we welcome you to Huntsville, Alabama. Today's game, it's more than just a football game. It's homecoming 2023 here in Huntsville, Alabama, and over 21,000 expected to see if Tuskegee can keep their unbeaten record intact. They come in 4-0, looking for their 5th straight win. On the other side, Alabama A&M looking to protect their home turf. They have not lost here in over a year. They're looking for their 6th straight win here at Cruz Stadium. And for more on today's matchup and some key players, let's go over to my broadcast partner, John Kelly.
Oh, Charlie, you can feel that homecoming magic and energy. And for the home team to keep their hot streak alive, they'll need a big effort from quarterback Quincy Casey, the SWAC Offensive Player of the Week. This young man was on fire. Over 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, completing 83% of his passes to 10 different receivers. Yeah, he had it going on. On the other side of the ball, Tuskegee bringing linebacker Malik Moore. This guy was a beast last week. 13 tackles and came up with a huge interception return for a touchdown in a thrilling double overtime victory. Yeah, it is time to buckle up. Going to be a hot one out here, and also time to check in with Courtney. What's happening, C. Tate?
Hey, John, it is already a party here at the tailgate. There are so many tents, and I can just feel the love at every single one. As soon as I get a couple of plates, I'll be right back on the sideline bringing you guys so many amazing stories from our players and coaches, as well as interviews throughout the entire game.
All right, Courtney, it's an interconference showdown between two teams that first met in 1932. We'll be back with the opening kickoff as the Bulldogs and Tigers face off from Huntsville, Alabama in a moment.
Lowe's knows you want the best quality products for the best price. And when you save more on the things you need, you can get more of the things you want. That's why if you find the same product for less, we'll match it. Shop now with the confidence of our lowest price guarantee.
Subway refreshed everything, and now they're slicing their deli meats fresh. That's why the new Subway Series subs are preferred by this QB.
And preferred by his old backup QB.
And if we prefer it, we know you'll prefer it too. Have you been behind me this whole time?
Yep.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3 to Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Part of our mission at The Griot is to bring you thoughtful, engaging discussions on topics that matter. This month, I'm joined by The Griot's Christina Greer and the Associated Press's Aaron Morrison and Ayanna Alexander for an engaging panel that you should not miss. We're going to cover a full spectrum of topics that continue to unpack the erosion of democracy in our country. You need to join us for these raw, unfiltered discussions. Race and Democracy, the Facts and the Fury. October 4th on thegriot.com and right here on my show, The Griot, with Mark Lamont Hill, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Man, I'm very excited, man. We Bulldogs, and we're ready to bite. You see, I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go.
To say the least. You think he's excited and
right.
ready to go? He's barking already. There's Cornell Maynor.
Atomic dog.
Cornell Maynor, he's the head coach here in his 6 years, the head coach.
There we
there's
go.
one of the Bulldogs that
One of his partners.
Yeah, he played at Winston-Salem, played at North Carolina A&T. We'll have more on him as the game goes along.
A lot more.
As you see the players, co-captains meeting at center field to receive the opening kickoff. Bobby Wright is our referee today, and his crew from the Southwestern Athletic Conference doing a great job. And on the other side, there you're looking at the first-year head coach in his first job as a head coach. We're talking about Aaron James, who played at Tuskegee, and now he's the head coach there and doing a great job so far. Has his team off to 4-0, succeeded Reggie Ruffin, who stepped down after last year to devote all of his time as athletic director at Tuskegee.
That's right, can still help the program in that role, and got a great guy to be his new head coach. And both these head coaches, former outstanding quarterbacks.
Yes.
So we'll look to see the ball going in the air. And you show Coach Maynard. I just love his energy, and as a player, you feed off that. And that's, what gets you hyped. You still got to have the talent, but that extra energy and that burst, he's built for this.
Tuskegee won the toss. They will receive. We'll see them on offense first in this contest. And they will be wearing their white jerseys. They'll be on the field to our left. And the deep men, you see Karan Taylor, Dewan McGee. They're the kickoff return men along with Grantis Poole. And on the tee for the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M, there's Luke Moffitt, redshirt sophomore out of Armory, Mississippi. So he has the ball on the tee for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs come in 2-2 overall on the season.
So 1-1 in the SWAC. This is the time now to get down. You get in that conference play, you really start to focus.
So there's the kick. Comes down on the near side at about the 7-yard line. Bringing it up the field. Not much running room. And the ball comes loose, and they finally corral the return man, Dewan McGee. So that'll be where they will go to work today's starting lineups. Let's look at them. Brought to you by Ford. We'll start with this Tuskegee offensive line. There's an offensive line that averages about 312 pounds. Got a lot of beef up there.
Yeah, that helps. That makes you feel good when you're a running back, quarterback. You got the big boys.
And of course, the other people in the backfield and receivers. And we'll talk about the quarterback in just a moment. First down and 10. Ball resting right at the 15-yard line. Trying to go left. Bryson Williams, the quarterback. We'll talk about him. He's a co-captain of this team. He's a 6'3", 193-pound junior. He's out of Lithonia, Georgia. Went to Arabian Minor High School there. And you see some stats on him. I'll tell you, he comes in as a pretty good quarterback. Got injured against Central State starting the day. He's a lefty. Battle tested, dual threat. Didn't play against Lane in their double overtime win a week ago.
Trying to rest him up.
And now whistles stop play.
And last week, Charlie, the Golden Tigers got a great effort.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains. Second down.
They had a great effort last week from Malik. I should say Mikhail. No, sorry. They got a great, yeah. Go ahead. Take the line up here. I'll get back to Malik Davis. I was confusing my Maliks.
Alabama A&M, you saw them. There's Billingsley and Mitchell, the defensive linebackers in the secondary. The guy on the left, we just call him KZ.
That makes it a lot easier.
Second and 15 after the penalty. Now we got a timeout by Tuskegee.
Timeout.
They call a timeout. Things just not
Tuskegee.
the way Coach Aaron James liked it, so he calls a timeout. And we're going to step aside. Bryson Williams is the quarterback. Let's see what they come back with.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
She's fair.
Now, you better quit while you're ahead.
She's firm.
You about to write a check that I don't know if your behind can cash.
She's human.
Judgment for the defender.
Don't miss Justice with Judge Maybelline. Check your local listings.
Durante el mal tiempo o clima extremo, aquí siempre tienes la información y en español.
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
Are you ready for this? This better be good.
Speed Vision is back, baby.
Brace yourself. Big block time. You ready?
Fire it up. We are building a supercar. How are we going to build this thing? I mean you.
Now to the fun stuff.
Smoking tires, doing burnouts.
I want to hear it run. It's what dreams are made of.
Comedy.tv, where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on Comedy.tv. Check your local listings.
Was a hit. HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
Just getting underway here in Huntsville, Alabama. Golden Tigers came in as the preseason as the number 3 team in the SIAC. As you see, Williams back to pass. Has a man out there, and it's caught. And it's caught. Down the field goes number 12. That's Corey Petty coming out of the receiver spot. The 5'11" sophomore from Warner Robins High School in Warner Robins, Georgia.
Charlie, a breakdown in coverage. Petty just gets behind everybody, and had he not bobbled that ball, he might have taken it all the way to the end zone. But a great connection after a stumbling start by these guys, and nice job holding on to it. That is what you need to energize, especially when you're on the road playing in a tough environment like here at A&M. Great play.
73 yards on the pass play from Malik Davis to Corey Petty. Petty had 5 receptions a week ago in their win overtime, double overtime against Lane. And here goes the quarterback, Bryson Williams, going around the left side. Gains about 5 yards before stepping out of bounds right inside the 20-yard line at about the 18. That's where they'll mark the ball.
Yeah, he just keeps this one, the little misdirection. Fooled the defense a little bit. Didn't get a ton of yards, but he's a great leader out there. I'm sure he's excited to be back in after missing a game with the injury. And he had his backup, Malik Davis, filling in. Actually filled in very well, but Bryson Williams, 3-year starter.
Certainly is. Co-captain of the team today. And he's calling the plays out of Lithonia, Georgia. 19 of 30, 63% completion ratio for the season coming into today's game. And now we have some movement, and a false start is going to be called against Tuskegee.
False start. Offense. Number 77. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Chancellor Holloman, the right guard, was the man who shifted or left. Yep, you see him right there moving.
Yeah,
also had some help from Elliott Howell, the right tackle.
That's right. Yeah, the defensive movement, he was like, I'm ready to go, but a little too ready and too early.
Second false start for the team that's the most penalized team in the Southeastern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, I should say. Again, quarterback keeping the ball, trying to get out of there, and maybe a yard is all he's going to get for Bryson Williams on the carry.
Zarion Hayes doing a nice job getting up in there from behind. Nice pursuit here. Williams looking to try to break something off here, but Hayes in hot pursuit. Make sure he says, you're not going anywhere, brother.
Zarion Hayes, the SWAC Defensive Player of the Week a week ago, came away with 12 tackles in their victory over Arkansas Pine Bluff right here. They played that on a Thursday night a week ago. Going back is Williams. Looking, lefty throws, and incomplete. Of course, Petty looking for a flag. He's yelling at the official, throw the flag, and the official said, for what?
Yeah, exactly. But really strong coverage there by the Bulldogs. Amari Pate was on him, and Williams had some time, but he just couldn't find an open receiver. So this one is a nice job by the defense, just not giving anything up, and he really just had to put it away and throw it out of bounds.
So they're looking at a 4th and 8. .38-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good.
Chip shot.
So chip shot, and it's made, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense. that penalty is declined. Field goal is good.
38-yard field goal by Lorcan Ryans. He is 7 of 8 in splitting the uprights from a distance this year. And we'll be back. Tuskegee draws first blood. They lead it 3-0.
This October 10th and 11th, Prime Big Deal Days give Prime members exclusive access to 2 days of big savings, which means you're kind of a big deal. Prime Big Deal Days, October 10th and 11th, only for Prime members.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Skyrizi is the first and only IL-23 inhibitor for Crohn's that can deliver both clinical remission and endoscopic improvement. The majority of people on Skyrizi achieve long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
When you have something to get done today, getting everything you need today is helpful. That's why Ace has free in-store and curbside pickup, or even same-day delivery from your locally owned neighborhood Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
One of the biggest events of Alabama A&M's homecoming is the Greek Step Show. Students and alumni poured into the arena for an incredible show put on by the university's Divine Nine organizations. The crowd was also entertained by special guest HBCU Go's very own Road to Homecoming host, DJ Envy. 2 champions from both the male and female organizations were crowned after this amazing event.
You can't come to homecoming without going to a step show, right?
You got to do it, man. And they know how to bring that heat, representing all the different Greek groups out there.
This one picked up on the return. Alabama A&M bringing it back up the field. Gardner. Let's look at Quincy Casey, starting quarterback for this Alabama A&M team. Out of Memphis, Tennessee is where he hails from. Not a true dual threat, but the most experienced quarterback on this team. Of course, Xavier Langford is the other young man, but Quincy Casey getting the call today to make the start. He has Donovan England, and we look at the rest of the starting lineups brought to you by Ford. We'll see that after this play. First down and 10 at their own 18, 19-yard line. First possession for Alabama A&M today. Back to pass. Letting it go. And overthrown. Just too big for Terrell Gardner, the intended receiver. One of the other co-captains, a walk-on, who's now on a full scholarship for this Bulldog team.
Gardner does a great job just beating the defensive back. Had 5 steps on him, but just could not make the connection. Casey overthrows him by a step. You know they'll be coming back to that play. Trust me.
No question. And now, again, we check out the starting lineups for
Please reset the game clock to 10:01.
Here we are for lineups brought to you by Ford. Carson Vincent, Brown, Cameron Williams, Josh Anderson, and Chris Anderson. An offensive line that's averaging 282. You see the backs in Eaglin, and your receivers, Barry White, the tight end, Gardner, Young, Hambrick. And this one complete out in the flat. This time on the receiving end is Keenan Hambrick, whose dad played at Alabama A&M. Considered possibly one of the best receivers ever to play here.
That's high praise. You can tell their game plan is let's air this thing out, move those chains.
Here we go. Going around the left side this time, Cameron Young. Let's look at the defense from Tuskegee. As you look at the down linemen, Barfield, Mays, Goldbrith, and Miller. The linebackers, a couple good ones in Hill and Moore. And you look at the secondary, we're looking at Smith, Graham, Holton, Ramsey, and King. Back to pass again. It's caught on the near sideline, right in front of the Alabama A&M bench. And coming up with that reception is Barry White, the tight end. He had 2 touchdowns against Alabama A&M, a 29-yarder and a 5-yard touchdown reception a week ago.
Yeah, one of Casey's favorite go-tos, and you can tell that Coach Maynor, he said we're going to spread it out, we're going to spread the ball around, and we're going to keep this thing moving through the air. So that attack working so far for the Bulldogs.
This time it's Eaglin on the carry straight ahead, and Eaglin down to the 45-yard line of Tuskegee. So they're doing a pretty good job running the ball right now. When you look at where they rank as far as the Southwestern Athletic Conference is concerned, in terms of rushing, they are 6th in rushing offense, averaging about 133 yards a game.
Yeah, Donovan Eaglin, great running back. Back to the air, Charlie.
And it is caught on the far sideline by Keenan Hambrick, his 2nd reception of the day. 24 receptions last year for him. Came into today's game with 7 receptions. He has 2 already in this contest.
I like this style, Charlie, the dink and the dunk, and keep that ball moving, keep the defense off balance.
And it is 1st down and 10. And the pass is incomplete. Again, Hambrick, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, Charlie, you covered Coach Connell Maynor when he was a player. He's a gunslinger, and so it's never a surprise to see him bring this kind of offense. That's Casey. Had his guy on the inside, had a chance to catch that. I think he just misplaced that, tried to get his paws on this. Great throw right where it needed to be, just could not pull it in. Hambrick trying to get it, didn't do it.
He was all CIAA when he played at Winston-Salem, played under Bill Hayes. Then he transferred over to North Carolina A&T when Bill Hayes left Winston-Salem and became the head coach at Winston-Salem State. He was all CIAA, played at Winston in '87, and from '89 to '91 he was at North Carolina A&T. MEAC Offensive Player of the Year, and in 3 years there he threw 39 touchdown passes. 3rd down now and 9. Empty backfield for the quarterback, Quincy Casey. Letting it go down the middle, has it complete, and a 1st down is gained by Cameron Young on the reception. Great story on Mr. Young, raised by his grandmother, who's dedicating his career to her.
Little slant pass, Charlie, just flick it in there, pick up that easy yardage. But it's a nice job, Casey, really getting the ball around to different players, finding the open man. I like the way he looked that one off, too. Went to his left, came back to his right, dumped it in, got the 1st down.
11 yards on that last play, and it's 1st and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line. The little shuffle pass inside to Gardner. And Gardner close to another 1st down for these Bulldogs. A little shuffle pass to Gardner, the receiver. 5'8", 160-pound senior. He's out of Birmingham, Alabama. Went to Ramsey High there.
And they're keeping it moving, Charlie. Really keeping players moving around. They have players in motion. They're bringing someone in, faking the handoff, dumping it in the middle. So I like the energy and the action, and it's working.
2nd and 1. Eaglin trying to bounce it outside. Has the 1st down at the 15-yard line. Donovan Eaglin out of Houston, Texas. Black College Football Hall of Fame watch list. Did not play against Lane with a thigh bruise, but against Arkansas Pine Bluff a week ago, 126 yards and a 1-yard touchdown run. First and 10. One and one this Bulldog team is for the season. Incomplete.
Flag.
And a flag.
Yeah.
We're going to get pass interference, defensive pass interference against Tuskegee.
He was draped on him, Charlie.
Hambrick, the intended receiver.
That was Mikhail King out there.
King, sophomore out of Booker T. Washington High.
Defense, number 5. This is a spot foul. Automatic first down.
So they're going to spot the ball at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Let's watch it.
Yeah, watch the bottom of your screen, Charlie. You can see he's a little bit beat, and he just grabs his shoulder. So I don't think that was necessary, but the fact he did it gave them the flag in great field position.
And they have a first and goal. That is red zone for this Alabama A&M team. They're second in red zone offense this year in the SWAC. 92% of the time they get it into the end zone. This one knocked away. Good hands defensively by Tuskegee rather. Tuskegee, Christian Ramsey, a walk-on, knocked it away. Number 18.
Yeah, great reaction here. Just lunges in, perfectly timed, no penalty, no problem. Incomplete pass.
Cameron Young was the intended receiver. It'll be second down and goal. Ball at the 4 now. Eaglin behind his quarterback. Cameron Young in the slot to the left. He goes in motion. Movement. Offensive right tackle. Moved a little bit too prematurely.
Eagle Eye Neal.
False start. Offense. Number 63. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Josh Anderson moving a little bit too soon. That's not making Cornell Maynard too happy.
That's going to make him do his barking here. Yeah, just you can see the big man up front. Shuffled too early, and that cost him the 5 yards. Still second and goal.
All they have to do is wait till the ball moves. Right?
It's simple process.
Second and goal now. The ball at the 9-yard line. Rolling right. Throwing back.
Yeah, well played.
Wide open
played.
for a touchdown is Terrell Gardner. Gardner with the touchdown pass reception. 9 yards. And for Quincy Casey, another touchdown.
And there is a flag laying on the field.
Offense.
That'll come back.
Number 7. This is a 10-yard penalty. Second down.
They called holding on a running back. That
Running back got holding call.
Eaglin.
That's interesting.
Yeah, well, he's up there trying to mix it up, and that time got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Take a look here. Donovan Eaglin, keep an eye here. He's the one called for the holding penalty. He steps up, trying to do a good job blocking, but he's got the big man, but you can tell he grabs his shoulders, pulled him on down. Now, again, looked like he grabbed him little and the guy fell. If he doesn't fall, that probably is not going to get called, Charlie.
So it's second and goal from the 19 now.
They're moving the wrong direction.
Yeah, you are. Throwing it wide open again. And this one, let's see, no holding penalty is Jacoby Hewitt on the reception. This one from 19 yards out.
Charlie, they're going to be kind of doing a lot of this because they're having their way really through the air, making it happen. Not a lot of trouble in the coverage breakdowns. We've seen a lot of wide open receivers, so it could become a field day today for Quincy Casey, feeding his receivers early and often. You'll see this one. He just waits on him. Look at that. 5 yards behind the defender.
And the extra point is up and is good. It's a 13-play, 83-yard drive. 5:28 off the clock.
Timeout.
And we'll be back. 7-3 is our score. Alabama A&M on top. It's homecoming here.
Start your day and end your day with Cheddar News. Watch Wake Up with Cheddar to get informed on the events impacting the world around you. And finish your day with Cheddar's News Wrap, catching you up on the people, technology, and politics influencing our culture. Reporting on everything you need to know. Get your twice daily news fix on Cheddar News, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
Cars.tv. Pure passion.
SEMA is a crazy, crazy place. Anything that you can think of doing to a car or truck is here somewhere.
For Karma, the choice to become a luxury car brand means that you work in a marketplace where everybody is 100 years old and has a story.
Welcome to the Concourse d'Elegance here in Pebble Beach.
The people that are here travel from around the globe to come here for one day on Sunday to celebrate the cars that are on the field.
Cars.tv. Check your local listings.
Are you ready for this?
This better be good. Speed Vision is back, baby. Brace yourself, big block time. You ready?
Fire it up. We are building a supercar. How are we going to build this thing? I mean you.
Now to the fun stuff. Smoking tires, doing burnouts. I want to hear it run. It's what dreams are made of.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
Was a hit.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
Was a hit.
HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
7-3 our score. 4:39 left here in the first quarter, and Mr. Casey finds Mr. Hewitt. Hewitt, first career touchdown reception
That's
here
right.
at A&M.
Take a look here, Charlie. This is a pretty easy pattern. They just kind of run a nice little banana here, and the defense just gets caught. So take a look. He just simple stutter step, bends it outside, easy money. Casey to Hewitt, cash it in.
Jacoby Hewitt out of Memphis, Tennessee, transferred in here from Florida International back in 2022. 7 games played, 4 receptions rather, and that's his first touchdown reception for Alabama A&M, and his 8th of the season, 8th reception of the season.
If they keep that up the way the defense has been failing, they're going to have a lot of touchdowns through the air to talk about.
This one will be brought out to the 25. It goes into the end zone. So for the second possession of the day, it'll be Tuskegee getting the ball first down and 10. First one ended on a 38-yard field goal. They drove all the way down the field on that one. 6 plays, started at their own 15, 64 yards, used up over 4 minutes of the clock. And now here with their second possession with Bryson Williams running the offense for Coach Aaron James.
See if they can answer. They had a big play in that first quarter, 1 long pass, but other than that, they have not really moved the ball.
73-yarder was that pass play. First running play basically for them today, isn't it? They haven't run the ball. Just about everything has been up top. Johnny Morris was the man on the carry that time. Tough runner. Team's number 3 rusher with 128 yards and a touchdown. Had a long run this season of 28 yards. He's a sophomore out of Spanish Fort High School in Spanish Fort, Alabama. Gain of maybe a half a yard, and that was it. Webb is the man in motion. Bottom of your screen to the top. Quarterback back to pass and dropped.
Should have had that.
Yes, he had it in and out of the hands of Jonathan Montreville. Third
down here, Charlie. Looks like something at defensive backfield. So maybe they caught somebody holding a receiver.
I told the referees before the game we had flights to catch in the morning.
Keep it moving.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 8.
Offensive pass.
This is a 15-yard penalty. Remains. Second down.
They call it on the man who dropped the ball. Jonathan Montreville.
That's a double whammy. You get a penalty and you
Half
drop
the
the
distance.
rock.
Half the distance. Half the distance.
So this drive started at their own 25. Spotted at the 15. Some confusion on where they're spotting the ball. See the head linesman coming in.
So they said half the distance to the goal.
So it's spotted at the 12-yard line now.
That made sense since it was on the 25. It's about the 12.5-yard line.
Second down. A lot of real estate for Tuskegee right now. Here's Williams. Throws. Almost caught. Nice attempt and try on the reception. And again, just having problems finding the open receivers down the field. Double coverage. Defending by Alabama A&M. Trevian O'Neal, the tight end, was the man who they were trying to get that ball to that time. So it brings up third down. 3rd and 23.
This will call for another pass. See if they can spring somebody open.
Back to pass. Throws it out in the flat. It's caught. Can you get away? Actually, no. Maybe a half a yard, and that's about it.
Yeah, well, 4th down and over 20 yards. You're not going to pick up a lot by throwing it in the flat for a 1-yard gain. But maybe they're just playing it safe, reload, wait for next drive.
If you're going to do that, you do what? You run it.
Yes, you just go ahead and drive it up the middle.
So punting situation for Tuskegee. This will be Ryan Duff, senior, preseason first team all SIAC. 3rd in the conference in punting. Came in averaging 38 yards per punt. And a catch.
A little bit of room here.
And out of bounds on the far sideline. On the far sideline. On the return by Gardner. 41-yard punt. So now, after the punt, Alabama A&M will get the ball for the second time.
Good field position and a good chance for these gentlemen to keep that ball flying through the air. And again, we know Coach Maynor is all about striking fast and through the air. So it's not going to be hard to predict. The difference will be to see if they can make any adjustments on defense. I know Aaron James is looking at his DB saying, fellas, play your position, get deep, and don't let the receivers get behind you. That's what they've been doing. They're letting these guys beat them deep, and it's killing them.
So they get the ball in great field position across midfield into Tuskegee territory. 1st and 10 at the 39. And they keep the ball on the ground, running off the right side. Eaglin gets the carry. And Eaglin picks up some pretty good yards, close to 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
And always great for a quarterback. I know Quincy Casey appreciates having Eaglin in that backfield because that keeps defenses honest. When they know you can bring it on the ground, it opens up your airways.
This one, play action this time. Throws, and it's caught inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
Charlie, they're really doing whatever they want to do in the air right now. Just running receivers deep, and it's up to Casey to say, who am I going to throw it to this time?
Yeah, Cameron Young this time 30 yards.
Pitch and catch, baby.
And again, they're keeping the ball on the ground and straight ahead. Eaglin on the carry inside the 5, down to about the 3.
Yeah, he's a good power runner. He can bang in there just like that. And again, you mentioned he had over 120 yards rushing last week, so he's the great balance. When you get a back that can get over 100 yards consistently, can power it inside and get outside, that passing game just really gets silky smooth, and they're showing it today.
2nd and goal at the 3. Also has one of the tight ends, Donovan Payne, back there. The ball is bobbled and picked up.
Lucky bounce.
It certainly was a lucky bounce, and able to come back with it was Quincy Casey. the SWAC Offensive Player of the Week against Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah, they did a little mishap there. Ran into each other, crossed their signals, and almost lost the rock. Yeah, excuse me, pal. That's my elbow, and that's my job.
3rd down and goal. The ball at the 5 now. Again, for a team that does a pretty good job in red zone offense. 92% coming into the game. Right now, they're 1 for 1. 1 for 1 in the red zone in this contest. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the pass out in the flat. Touchdown. He caught it.
Yeah,
he caught it.
Nice job.
Jacoby Hewitt, his second. That's his second touchdown. Yeah. That one from 5 yards out.
Quincy Casey, nice frozen rope, and this was actually good defense, Charlie. Watch the right side of the screen on the replay, and it was a great job by Hewitt focusing on the ball. This is not an easy catch. Watch him with the defender in his face, but he's able to isolate the ball, gets both hands on it, only need 1 foot down. He actually got them both in. That is a great play by Jacoby Hewitt, and a nice ball, perfectly placed, where it gives his receiver a chance to get up over the defender and haul that in. Excellent combination. 14-0 Bulldogs if this one goes through.
Barbosa. One for the point after. It's up. It looks like it's good from here. A 5-play, 39-yard drive. 2:06 off the clock. Didn't take them long to get down the field. And they lead it 14-3. It's homecoming here in Huntsville.
Lunch? Yes, please. That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water? Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro, made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word, it's just that you haven't.
What? Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic!
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
2nd down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
14-3 our score here. And again, it's Alabama A&M. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, look, Casey doing whatever he wants, and he makes it no secret. He's going right over here, going to find his guy out here. That's Hewitt. Easy money. Go ahead and release that one, fellas. He knows where he's going, telegraphs it. They said, doesn't matter. Easy money. And that's confidence. Casey right now, you can tell he's really feeling it. But when you come out there and you can basically tell the defense, here's where I'm going, here's who I'm throwing it to, and then connect it, you're running this thing.
As I said, again, doing a fantastic job. Number 4 in passing in the SWAC. SWAC Offensive Player of the Week last week against Arkansas Pine Bluff, where he threw 81% of his passes he completed, 328 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has 2 already in this game.
Yeah, he might be on his way to another Player of the Week hunt.
Not much running room on the return that time for Tuskegee's Keron Taylor. And they get the ball for the 3rd time today with 3 points on the board. Ball is going to be spotted right at about this 16-yard line. So the deepest penetration other than the field goal, the last drive, they started at their own 25 and ended up punting from their own 12. They went backward.
Yeah, you don't win many games doing that, but they come in on a hot streak. But when you run into a team, we talked about common foes. It's not surprising that A&M is able to. They both played lane. A&M crushed them.
Yeah, A&M crushed them by 38 points. And Tuskegee needed double overtime to win by 6. In fact, when you look at Tuskegee's schedule, they beat Fort Valley by 6. They beat Kentucky State by 26. They beat Central State by 6. And they beat Lane by 6. So that 6 is seemingly stuck with them in terms of point production.
And they come in again undefeated. But when you're playing a level down, sometimes that competition will reveal itself to see if that makes you look better than you are. And so far today, A&M a dominant team here.
Third down. Going around the left side, looks like they may have picked up the first down. That was a second down, actually, not third. So they do move the chains.
That's the end of the quarter.
So the first quarter comes to an end. 15 minutes in the books already. 45 to go. But right now, it's Alabama A&M enjoying homecoming with a 14-3 lead over the visitors from Tuskegee. We'll be back.
Cars.tv. Pure passion.
SEMA is a crazy, crazy place. Anything that you can think of doing to a car or truck is here somewhere.
For Karma, the choice to become a luxury car brand means that you work in a marketplace where everybody is 100 years old and has a story.
Welcome to the Concourse d'Elegance here in Pebble Beach.
The people that are here travel from around the globe to come here for one day on Sunday to celebrate the cars that are on the field.
Cars.tv. Check your local listings.
The unluckiest day of the year deserves a celebration. It's a full-day marathon of the most hilarious fails. Plus, a new special. International Day for Failure Marathon on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
You don't trust me? Come on. 안 맞나요? 맞나요?
죽어. 네? 둘 다 죽어.
죽어?
I'm not kidding. Things have gotten serious.
Okay. Well, if we die together, then that's fine. It's gonna happen anyway.
She's fair.
Now, you better quit while you're ahead.
She's firm.
You're about to write a check that I don't know if your behind can cash.
She's human.
Judgment for the defender.
Don't miss Justice with Judge Maybelline. Check your local listings.
I'm engaged.
Well, that's good, because your mother and I are separating.
I would just like to get out of here.
I am the chief.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati.
Hope you're hungry.
Recipe.tv takes you to delicious destinations.
Off to my picnic at the Eiffel.
From the street markets of Paris.
There's so much freshness and colour.
To a country kitchen in Ireland.
That's a fabulous dish.
Plus, there's a new chef in the kitchen.
On Paris Bistro Cooking.
And a new season.
Welcome to my Ballynockan Cookery School.
Watch it all right here.
On Recipe.tv.
Check your local listings.
I love Amsterdam. You're watching Great Getaways Cologne.
MyDestination.tv is your passport to the world. The land of my forefathers. Tour the sites.
This wasn't in the script.
Taste the flavors.
I love apple strudel.
And experience the culture.
Welcome to Central America.
Your adventure starts here.
Welcome to the Chocolate Museum in Cologne, Germany.
I'll be the same.
Check your local listings.
Que además se encuentra ya al límite.
The Weather Channel en español. Streaming on these platforms. Tu conexión con el tiempo.
Welcome back, Coach. You've had a strong opening drive to put some points on the board, but what do you need to see from your team in the second to regain some of that momentum?
My quarterback just needs to settle down, and defense just we need to hold up. We're giving up big runs and big plays, but on the offensive side, we just got to settle down and just play our style of ball.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you. Good luck.
Hey, talking about his quarterback settling down. Bryson Williams, 2 of 4 in the passing department right now. He had that long 67-yarder that went over to Corey Petty that set up that first field goal.
And that's all they've gotten going today. So it's been slow motion for them other than that. So they do need some consistency, and they need a break to start getting some confidence build up here. They've been pushed on their heels.
Going up top, intercepted. And INT this time. Amari Pate comes down with the INT for Alabama A&M.
Charlie, it was nice coverage. Bryson Williams just put it up, and maybe more of desperation than even trying to hit his receiver. They're trying to get something going, but he just fed him that ball. So good coverage turns into an interception. You can see Williams just telegraphs this and fires it right into double coverage. That's going to cost him.
First turnover of the ball game for either team. So that gives Alabama A&M great field position. As you look at Mr. Pate, redshirt sophomore from Culver City, California, started his career at Fresno State. He's got the INT chain.
Go get your rewards, young man. And he did a nice job of covering the field, getting over there and snatching that rock.
That's his 3rd career interception. Pass out in the flat and wide open again. They're just picking the defense apart with the passing game right now. And again, it's Hambrick on the reception.
Target practice out there. You know, Quincy Casey, he's like just feeling the magic. He said, look, little pump fake, wide open once again. This has got to drive the defensive coaches crazy for the Golden Tigers. Anything they want to do, they're just having, again, a field day.
That's a 40-yard completion. Again, keeping it on the ground.
Penalty flag.
But a flag is down. Eagleton said, when am I going to get some action?
Yes, right.
The running back.
Feed me, brother. I need to get my reps in, too. My hamstring's getting tight standing back here.
Holding. Offense. Number 78. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And really, that's been the only way the Golden Tigers have slowed down the Bulldog offenses when they shoot themselves with penalties.
But when you look at the stats on the quarterback, Quincy Casey, 10 of 13 in the passing department, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. 5 different receivers have caught passes today.
Picking up right where he left off last week. He completed 83% of his passes last week to 10 different receivers for over 300 yards.
And there's a draw play straight ahead.
Making it look easy on the ground, too.
And again, another running back. And this is Ryan Morrow, who had 191 yards and 3 touchdowns when they played Lane.
Yeah, so they have 2 strong running backs. And now today, again, by air or by land, these guys are just hammered. And Morrow does a nice job of busting out of some traffic up front. And then even at the end, he said, I'm not going down like that. 21-yard pickup, strong.
Remember, Coach said they had thunder and more thunder?
That's
you know,
it.
Some teams say thunder and lightning.
They
have
that. Thunder
and more thunder.
And they're hammering them right now.
And there's coming more thunder. And into the end zone goes Ryan Morrow, the sophomore from Maplesville, Alabama. 9-yard run.
So today the Bulldogs showing they can do it with the finesse, the nice passes with the touch, but they can also come up and smash you right in the mug. They bring it right up the middle, and they said this time we're just going to power it through. Morrow, not to be stopped. Great blocking up front. Some of the big guys might have grabbed a jersey or 2, but did not get caught, but open up a nice hole. Ryan Morrow making it look easy.
After the interception, they take it down the field. It was a 60-yard drive. Point after is up, and it is good. And it's now 21-3. All Alabama A&M right here in the second quarter. 13:09 before halftime.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours for more than 120 years. Ford, We are all in on America.
Lowe's knows you want the best quality products for the best price. And when you save more on the things you need, you can get more of the things you want. That's why if you find the same product for less, we'll match it. Shop now with the confidence of our lowest price guarantee.
It's unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3 to Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now. Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
The Griot, everywhere you watch, any way you want to watch, and it's free.
HBCU Go Sports Football is being brought to you by Ford, built Ford proud, and by My Black is Beautiful, all black, all beautiful. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for Alabama A&M, and they're controlling this contest at homecoming 21-3. We talked about the fact that they had played the same team, identical matchups with Lane,
right.
And it was a double overtime with Tuskegee, and Alabama A&M won by 38 points. So it's not a good indication, correct?
Yeah, they are dominating today, making things look like they can basically pick and choose what they want to do. Take a look at that. 10 first downs, 42 rushing yards. They're averaging about 8 to 10 yards a carry with everything they do. And then Casey just lighting it up once again.
Here's the other thing, though. When you look at comparative stats, Alabama A&M is only averaging 6.8 yards per play. Tuskegee is averaging 8.4 yards, but that's a misnomer because they had that 60-something yard pass play earlier in the first quarter, so that helped their average.
Yeah, numbers and stats can be very deceiving. The only number you worry about in this game, Charlie, scoreboard.
And there's no question about that. First down and 10 now. Tuskegee, Golden Tigers, down by a number of points here in this game, and they try to keep it on the ground, running it off the left side with Karan Taylor. He's been their leading rusher so far in the contest. Taylor now with his 3rd carry of the afternoon.
They're not really able to generate much just yet, so they need some kind of break or some kind of breakthrough to find some rhythm, a play or two, or some kind of scheme to work, because right now it seems like they're just guessing and hoping. Give credit to the Bulldog defense too.
Again, running back slips down, trying to turn the corner. That was Taylor. Not much doing that time as he gets to the 30-yard line.
Aiden Guilford came up with a nice big hit. Watch this at the end. Little slippage here. Big 9-5 comes in and says, "Where you think you're going, pal?"
Guilford out of Loganville, Georgia, went to Grayson High. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Tuskegee. 3rd and 5. Passing, throw, dropped.
Big hit
in the hands. It would have had the first down had it been able to hold on, but it goes incomplete. And they'll bring up 4th down. They'll be punting it from their own 30.
That was the marker they threw down. But yeah, watch this again. A big stick That's how you want your defense playing. These guys are amped up, making it happen, and not allowing anything to get going for the Golden Tigers. That was Lynn Petway. Big hit.
Ryan Duff to punt it. Fair catch being called for and made right at about the 23-yard line. And we want to take a moment and say, on behalf of the entire HBCU Go family, send our deepest sympathy to one of my basketball broadcast partners, Todd Bozeman, and his family, who lost his son Blake this last weekend to senseless gun violence in Washington, D.C. He's 31 years of age, played basketball at Morgan State for his dad, Todd, between 2011 and 2015. Tough competitor. And I had a chance to broadcast several of his games when he played for the Bears. He was known as a hard-working family man who loved to travel, give back to his community, a mentor to athletes, showing them opportunities outside of the world of sports. A father of three, married his bride this past summer, and a memorial service for him will be held on Monday, October 9th at 11 a.m. at Hill Fieldhouse on the campus of Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland. Rest in peace, young.
Psychology on the golf course and in the classroom. No hurdles too high for Raven. On the track or in nutrition. Alabama A&M. 4 years of artistic, academic, and athletic discovery. Aiden is mastering psychology on the golf course and in the classroom. No hurdles too high for Raven. On the track or in nutrition. Alabama A&M. 4 years of artistic, academic, and athletic discovery.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel. The power of the Weather Channel.
Evan.
Yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of...
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
Watch the Weather Channel, available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
Durante el mal tiempo o clima extremo, aquí siempre tienes la información y en español.
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
Durante el mal tiempo o clima extremo, aquí siempre tienes la información y en español.
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
21-3 our score here in the second quarter here. And when we talked to the defensive coordinator for Tuskegee, we're talking about Rashad Watson, who actually played here at Alabama A&M. He said they were not going to blitz a lot, but they were concerned about the big running backs that Alabama A&M had, and it must do a better job of tackling. But so far, it hasn't been the running backs that's been killing them. It's been the passing game.
Yeah, there's been a lot to be concerned about.
And let's go down to Courtney. She has more on Mr. Quincy Casey.
Hey, Charlie, we actually want to talk a little bit more about Tuskegee's defensive coordinator. This is his first return to his alma mater since he played in 1997. He says this is his first homecoming back, and he is just thrilled to make a return to this field. He says although he's on opposing sides, he says he just is happy to be home. He recently coached at Miles College, turning that defensive program from the bottom of the ranks to one of the best in the conference.
No, this one's going to be 6. I don't care what you say. It's going to be 76 yards. A 76-yard touchdown pass. And Keenan Hambrick was the man. And it's ironic you were talking about Coach Watson. Him and Keenan Hambrick's dad played together here at Alabama A&M.
Well, you know, and he being an alumni here, not really a warm welcome from his former team, because these guys are just really rocking their worlds. But look at a little out and up, just fake and bake on him there. Made it look easy. Keenan Hambrick didn't even have to work that hard. He actually just trotted out, turned it up, and made it easy 6. Yeah, they're getting roasted in that backfield.
2 plays, 75 yards. It was a 74-yard pass play. And the point after is good. And it's now 28-3.
And Quincy Casey, again, having a field day, doing what he wants. But again, it's kind of like just practice right now, telling his guys to go deep, and I'll find one of you. A lot to celebrate for the home team Bulldogs as they stay hot here on homecoming.
4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. Is that much more efficiency than that, is it?
Yeah, and that's, you know, Casey picking up right where he left off last week. And that crown is getting a lot of mileage, the change, the belt. Everybody getting a slice.
And Quincy Casey, he's a redshirt junior from Memphis, Tennessee. Actually started his career at Jackson State.
That's right.
Before matriculating over here to Huntsville, Alabama.
And having a spectacular year so far. Again, this is one of those tough things where your defensive coordinator has to go to work. This is about adjustments now. You can tell you're outmanned, and for some reason you're not having things go right. So what do? You make adjustments and have the guys play off then. Don't let people get behind them. It's a simple defensive philosophy. So his young guys are getting excited out there and making some mistakes.
Coming back up to the field with it for Tuskegee. Not much running room that time as you look at the numbers on the quarterback. There he is, Quincy Casey, 11 of 14, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns. Actually, that last one, he had a 76-yard pass, but that last one was actually a 74-yard reception to Hambrick. Let's see what.
Yeah, those are good full game stats. We're not even at halftime yet. And Casey living large and loving every minute of it. See if he ends up playing the whole game and gives some other people some reps.
So this will start from their own 27. Let's see.
The band, please refrain when Tuskegee is under center.
Homecoming band saying, wait a minute, this is our party. We're supposed to blow it up.
Bryson Williams still in there at quarterback. Actually hasn't had a bad game. He had that one interception he threw in the last possession, but the lineman kind of got in the way of the running back that time, which caused the running back to have to stumble back and go in the opposite direction from where he wanted to go.
Yeah,
and I believe that was Sean Stitton.
Absolutely right. Yeah, look, I give big credit to the Bulldog front line. Ellis, Wesley, Colson, Hayes. They're just up there wreaking havoc. And that makes it tough for any offense. And these guys come in, and again, their head coach even admitted, we're going to be a little bit smaller. We're going to try to keep up. But right now, it's an overpowering effort.
2nd and 10. Play action. Real quick pass out in the flat. And out of bounds after the reception. It goes to Noah Hart. Hart, senior out of Montgomery, Alabama. 5'9", 170-pounder. He had a 28-yarder earlier this year. Last week, 3 receptions, 31 yards, and a touchdown. That's his 6th reception of the season.
And he must like some heat. It's, almost 90 degrees out here, and he's got a turtleneck and long sleeve. So
he's preparing to go to Green Bay.
Yeah, that's right. Frozen tundra. This is the heat.
And incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for Jordan Ogletree. Ogletree, a 6'4" senior out of LaGrange, Georgia.
Yeah, good sticky coverage out here. The entire defense playing well, and that's how you do it on your defense. You want to make sure you don't give them any breathing room. They weren't allowing it.
So that'll bring on the punting situation once again, and that'll bring on Ryan Duff. I think if this keeps up, we're going to see a lot of faces that normally don't play a lot.
That's right. Get some playing experience for some of their bench.
Fair catch made at the 29-yard line.
Timeout.
We'll be back. 28-3 with 9:14 left. We're still in the first half. We'll be back.
Shop Macy's VIP sale now. Take an extra 30% off designer brands and save 15% on skincare, makeup, fragrances, and more. Plus, find incredible specials. Own your style at Macy's.
Patrick, Jake from State Farm, explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
It can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha.
You're high above Hollywood.
Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Judge Millian doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
She cuts to the chase.
I think you're misreading the law a little bit.
Really? Compassionate.
You should be mad at one person, and that's him. When did something happen that made you feel uncomfortable?
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Watch Justice for the People with Judge Millian. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Of 2023, and of course the Queen and her court enjoying the festivities here. They've got to also be enjoying the fact that their team has a big lead right now in this contest by a score of 28-3. And the fact of the matter is what Quincy Casey's did. We know what he did last week, 300+ yards. Today, 227 and 3 touchdowns already. We still have a lot of time left in the first half.
And just getting warmed up. So again, he is confident, he is poised, and has his pick of the litter of whoever he wants to feed it to. I think, Charlie, you and I, if we got out there on the field, we might break loose for a touchdown.
No question. There's a pass again. This one just a little bit too far. LeVar Gums was the intended receiver that time.
Had him. One of the few miscues by Quincy Casey today. But, you know, when you're hot, you can't hit everything. But he has been pretty close.
He certainly has. And we probably may see Xavier Langford or either Cornelius Brown the fourth if they keep this up. In the backfield right now is Harold Jemison, sophomore out of Nashville, Tennessee, number 33, but they give it on the end around to Eaglin. Eaglin trying to come to the near side. Let's go down to Courtney right now.
Hey, Charlie, we've spoken a lot today about Quincy Casey. He's just been showing great strides after his career start for the Bulldogs. This is his third career start after stepping in for an injury. And Coach says now he knew that Casey always had this in him, but he has been looking for him to show signs of consistency. He says he doesn't want to see great moments. He wants to see a great quarterback. And after today's performance, I think he's got what he's asking for. Guys, back to you.
It's always nice to have two good quarterbacks you can depend on, Casey and Langford.
Yes.
Because Langford, we know from a year ago what he was able to do.
He was great.
Empty backfield right now for Casey. And plenty of room over there.
Green.
Now decides he's going to run. And he's only going to get about 5 yards. It'll bring up a 4th down and 5. This will be the first punt of the day for this Alabama A&M team.
Well, Charlie, you talked about the quarterbacks, Langford and Casey, actually good friends. Coach Maynard talked about how he loves the fact that they are tight, even though they're playing the same position, but they push each other at practice, challenging each other, trying to make each other better. So you're right. A former great college quarterback, Connell Maynard, now has 2 strong quarterbacks, so his bag of tricks full to the brim.
So Karan Taylor back to receive this punt. First punt, like I said, of the day for Alabama A&M. McCready is the man doing the punting. Driving the receiver all the way back. The ball will go into the end zone. It'll be brought out to the 20. So let's check out the Tuskegee campus vibes.
That's right. We'd like to drop in on campus, see what's up.
Booker T. Washington started his career at Hampton Institute, then came to Tuskegee as a teacher, and then became the president. And of course, Lonnie Johnson invented the Super Soaker, that
big, squirting. My kids love it, man. They get me wet every day.
Tennis team included my man Lionel Richie before forming the Commodores, and I know the old story about the Commodores. There he is.
Yeah, take a look right here.
Wearing glasses. There he is. He's
looking more like Urkel than the guy leading the Commodores. But I'll tell you what, he started out as the geek, now he's chic.
Yeah, certainly did. We had a chance to meet them when they were the Commodores. They used to come to Washington, D.C. a lot of times when they were still students at Tuskegee University. And, of course, they were students. They were performing at Rand's nightclub down in downtown D.C. And my buddy Ike Darden and myself, we used to take them out to eat.
You were hanging with the Commodores before they became global superstars. So you were giving them some of the magic, the playbook, right? You taught Lionel to sing a little bit, play the piano?
No question.
Yeah, of course.
Tom Joyner, also a product of Tuskegee.
The fly jock.
The fly jock, yes indeed.
I'll tell you what, I would have never picked Lionel Richie out in that lineup if he paid me $1 million with those little glasses and Stefan Urkel vibe.
Again, the pass, and this one is incomplete. Incomplete again. This time it was DeAndre Harvey, the tight end they were trying to get it to. When we talk about Chappie James, General Chappie James, the first African-American 4-star general. He's a Tuskegee product. Drayton Lawrence, 11-year NFL career as a defensive back. Alice Coachman, the first black female to win an Olympic gold medal. She did that in London in 1948 in the high jump.
Historic lineup.
Yeah, 3rd down and 12. A lot of pressure. He's going to get. Boy, now it's 4th down and 100.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of that. You can't afford to take a sack that deep.
Yeah, at that point, you've passed your clock. It's expired. You got to get rid of it.
Hayden Anigafor Guilford, again, number 95.
Looking. It's time for dinner then for these big linemen to come in. They're going to eat and get fed. Big number 95, Guilford, getting himself some.
4th down. They'll be punting. The punter standing at the back of his end zone. Be careful not to step out. That'll be a safety. That's Ryan Duff. Gardner's date to receive it, and he does at about the 42-yard line and turns the corner and is down the sideline, still on his feet and out of bounds at his own at the 20 of Tuskegee.
A couple of flags back there. Charlie, see if this one stands or if they'll be bringing it back.
Now, when you see that many flags.
Jordan, return. Illegal block in the back. Return team, number 39. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
That one's coming back, Charlie.
40-yard punt.
Yeah, watch over here. Yeah, just smacked him up.
20-yard return.
Yeah, all for nothing. But again, that's aggressive play. These guys on punt returns, and sometimes you come in thinking you're making a legal block, but if the defender happens to turn or is running away from you a little bit, you catch him on that side of the shoulder and partial back, you're often going to get called for that.
So at the 45-yard line of Tuskegee, Alabama A&M goes to work. Keeping the ball on the ground, and there's Eaglin inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Alabama A&M.
That is a nice piece of running, and he just shook a couple defenders in the middle and was off to the races. And again, he put it in the low gear at the end of this and started to chill. Almost didn't get in there, but that's how easy it's been looking for these guys. Watch the middle, big guys up front, nice hole. Eaglin shakes and bake and takes it all the way to the house. So that was a nice job on all sides. They gave him the room. He beat one defender, shook him off, and it was off to the house.
You wouldn't believe that Tuskegee led this game 3-0. And since that time,
short-lived lead.
Yeah, they've given up 35. If this extra point is good, unanswered points. And it is good. And they lead it 35-3. And Big Eaglin with the big run, 45 yards, one play. Didn't take him long to get into the end zone.
Ariel took down enough pins to help win a conference championship. Her mechanics are just as strong in engineering. Aiden is mastering psychology on the golf course and in the classroom. No hurdles too high for Raven, on the track or in nutrition. Alabama A&M, 4 years of artistic, academic, and athletic discovery. We deliver.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
You don't trust me? Come on. 안 맞나요? 맞나요?
죽어. 네? 둘 다 죽어.
죽어?
I'm not kidding. Things have gotten serious.
Okay. Well, if we die together, then that's fine. It's gonna happen anyway.
Find out Saturdays at 9 on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
On your mark, get set, fail!
Fail Army's bringing the smoke in the all-new competition show, 50 versus 50.
The ultimate fail face-off.
Which of the 50 gets the #1 fail?
50 states, 50 fails.
Find out Saturdays at 9 on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
Yeah. HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
Eaglin with his first touchdown of the day, but his second of the season.
That's what we're talking about. He's the homecoming king now. But they're passing that thing around. Everybody getting crowned because it is just one of those days where everything seems to be working, Charlie. They've got running backs averaging over 10 yards a carry. You've got a quarterback completing nearly 80% of his passes, and that's why they are lighting it up right now and making this one look like a track meet.
They certainly are, and so far doing a great job with it. 227 yards receiving, 94 yards rushing for Alabama A&M today. Tuskegee, you know, we saw them get sacked on that last drive. They're the second most sacked team in the SIAC. And you look at that 4-0 record, that can be a little deceiving now.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, 3 of the games that they won were by
very
just
tight.
6 points.
Including a double overtime.
And 2 double overtime, right, a week ago.
This is their best record in, I think, 7 years. So off to a good start, but today is kind of a wake-up call in the worst way.
35-3 is our score. The ball at the 26-yard line. First down and 10. Tuskegee. Ball is loose, but they say incomplete. Incomplete.
They got a break on that one. That ball did spring loose.
And Bryson Williams comes up limping a little bit.
It's been that kind of day, Charlie. Take a look at this. Yeah, ball's kind of bobbled. Yeah, he was already down on that. But again, even the defense having their way. Lots of pressure. He was sacked before he even had a chance to look up.
And again, we talked about them being the second most sacked team in the conference in the SIAC. A couple of sacks today gives them 16 for the season. They've been sacked in 5 games. This is the 5th game for them of the year.
Timeout, Tuskegee.
Now Tuskegee uses their second timeout of the half.
30 seconds. Timeout.
We talked about Tuskegee, the fact that, you know, this team this school was formerly known as Tuskegee Institute, you know, and they won 10 black national championships. The last one was back in 2017, 4 appearances in the NCAA Division II playoffs. The last one was 2013. And they played Alabama State in the oldest black college football classic, the Turkey Day Classic. That was in Montgomery, Alabama at the Crampton Bowl for many, many years. They played each other every year, starting in 1924 through 2012, with the exception of 1 year, which was 1971. So
yeah, they have a nice football history in their first-year head coach, Aaron James. He was quite the quarterback at Tuskegee, and he actually won a national championship, too. So he's part of that folklore of winning football, but today not really going their way.
Played for Rick Comegys, who was a long-time assistant to Billy Joe at Central State, and then came over to Tuskegee and did a great job there. And, of course, we know Tuskegee, the U.S. Army Air Corps in 1941 established a training program for black aviators, the graduates known as the Tuskegee Airmen. So a lot of history in Tuskegee, Alabama. Trying to go to the left side on the running play, and nothing doing that time for Karan Taylor. He's been bottled up pretty good.
The Bulldogs, both sides of the ball today, Charlie, strong, feeling like they can do whatever they want. So when you're starting to feel like Black Superman out there and playing like it, the opposing team finds itself reeling backwards, and that's exactly what's happening to the Golden Tigers so far in this first half.
I'm looking at the people that are in the stadium, and then I'm looking at the people who are tailgating.
There's a lot still outside.
There's as many people out there tailgating as there are people in the stadium right now.
Well, halftime, we might have to break outside real quick and catch ourselves a little something. Look at that. Exactly.
That's outside. These are people not even in here.
That's yeah, exactly. That crowd almost matches what we have in the stands.
And the ironic thing about it is a lot of those RVs that are out there in that parking lot, they are Tuskegee people.
Yeah,
you know,
they travel well.
Tuskegee's only 120 miles, or like a little over 2 hours away from here. So it was very easy for them to come down. They set up Thursday, Friday. They've been out here on the parking lot. They sold a lot of their tailgating and RV spots to people from Tuskegee.
Boy, you come up here for homecoming, you know, it's a party. The music's going. You got the good food. I want to walk around with you in that crowd, Charlie, because everywhere I go with you, you get free stuff. Hey, but that's Charlie Neal. I just get to eat and drink and be merry right next to you, man. Oh, he snuffed it. Got it.
And it'll be down. He can't advance it.
Bounced and hit the pylon, so I don't know if they're just calling it that it was out of bounds, but that was crazy from the beginning. But that's the kind of day it has been. Everything working for the Bulldogs, and the Golden Tigers just taking a beating. Calling that one a safety, huh? So it must have, because it hit the pylon? We'll have to wait to see what he had to say here. So watch this. Slow on getting it off. Snapped it. Great effort there. Let's see. So, because it looks like it hits. Yeah, you can't see where it bounced, but if you see it on a wider play, you'll notice that pylon falls over. Maybe we'll catch it here. Great effort right there on the defensive play. That was Xavier Billingsley with the block.
Still never actually.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see if they give us a little more insight on how that broke down.
Either way, 2 points.
Yes.
Again to Alabama A&M, and more importantly, Tuskegee is going to have to kick to them.
Got another replay. Let's see if we can find this one. So, see, watch, it hits the pylon right there.
That's
bang.
It. Yep,
so
there it is. Okay.
I thought I saw it fall, but I'm getting old. My eyes are kind of going on me. So once in a while, I'm lucky.
So safety.
Yep. Bring it up. And it's one of those days, you know. Mom always told you that could happen. And today, everything happening right for the home team on homecoming.
3:15, and this is left before the first half.
That's right.
We're in the second quarter.
A lot of football left. Yeah, got the sideline saying, turn it up, DJ. This party's just getting cranked up.
So again, to add insult to injury, when the safety is scored, not only do you give up points, but you
keep it right back.
give the ball back to the opposing team.
And with the way this offense is going, that's the last thing you want to be doing. Might break something off here, Charlie.
And good field position again for Alabama A&M at the 40 of Tuskegee. Got more on Quincy Casey.
The magic man today. Again, just picking and choosing, Charlie, finding receivers, a couple of early touchdowns, and that was Jacoby Hewitt. Then he picks it up, fires it out to Cameron Young. More money, more money, more money. That's Hewitt again. And then Casey stepping up in the pocket, going deep. And this, again, is easy money with these young fellas. Yeah, Casey says, I have arrows, will fire, and I am working it today. 12 completions out of 16 attempts, 75% completion for 227 yards.
The ironic part of this whole afternoon for Alabama A&M, this is their 7th possession. 3 of them have started in Tuskegee territory.
Yeah, that's what you, like you said earlier, insult to injury. We're going to call some paramedics here if this keeps up.
And that was a first down run, and it'll bring up a first down at the 31-yard line for Alabama A&M. Again, Ryan Morrow is in the lineup as a running back right now, sophomore out of Maplesville, Alabama. Moving over to the left side of his quarterback. And Morrow has the ball. Morrow on his feet. Morrow still going. Morrow bounces inside. 15,
still on his
10,
feet, Charlie.
9, and run out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Jeez. They are putting on a clinic. And this is where, you know, the guys on the sideline are like, Coach, let me get in. Let me get a piece of this, please. But this is a great job of running. But give the big boys up front some credit, too, because they are creating avenues. But then Morrow, spinorama, spins again. Strong running. And, again, the confidence, the great play, that's called momentum. And it's like a tidal wave just taking over the Golden Tigers.
22 yards on that carry by Morrow. Everybody picking up yards. Here's a pass. Caught. Hambrick. Touchdown. Alabama A&M.
Yeah, it's bang, zoom. What do you want to do? So this is like these guys talking to each other in the huddle said, all right, let's go rock, paper, scissors. Who wants the touchdown? They're really making it look easy. So Keenan Hambrick this time just runs to the corner of the end zone, turns, and Casey put it on a rope. You'll see it here. Casey just floats it up there. Hambrick, just no problem, baby. Said, what do you want me to do? It's my job.
Casey, 4 touchdown passes, 2 to Hambrick, 2 to Hewitt. Point after to make it a 44-3 ball game. It's up and it's good. 3 plays, 41 yards.
And it's for Tuskegee, it's kind of like that movie Groundhog's Day. Same thing just keeps happening over and over, and you want it to be over, but I'm sorry, fellas, you still got a whole other half of these Bulldogs coming your way, and they are rabid.
The last time I had a game like this, it was years ago. Central State was leading somebody like 63 to something at halftime. And this had to be 30 years ago. And I said, anybody still watching? They're either too lazy to get up and change the channel, or they don't have a remote. Let's go down to Courtney. More on Mr. Hambrick.
Hey, Charlie, we've talked a lot about Keenan Hambrick as well. What a first half performance he is putting on. Now, we talked about his father, and Coach is saying his father possibly being the best player to have come to Alabama A&M. But we know that Keenan Hambrick is trying to create his own legacy here at Alabama A&M. Although his father played a year for the Baltimore Ravens, coaches say that Keenan's father passed down his athletic ability to Keenan, and he has been since then trying to find his own way and build his own legacy here, and he is doing such a great job already doing that, guys. Back to you.
All right, you're talking about his dad. They said his dad could catch a BB in the dark. That's how good he was as a receiver. Oh, man. But I also asked him, I said, what about Barry Wagner? Barry Wagner was a heck of a receiver here at Alabama A&M, who went on to play in the Arena League and did a fantastic job there while he was there. You know, Barry Wagner broke Stallworth's records here.
That's saying a lot.
At John Stallworth, a Hall of Famer.
Super Bowl, multiple Super Bowl champion 4 times.
They said he was the best ever in the Arena League. So the debate goes on, like, who was the best center in the NBA? You know,
there you go, right?
Was it Hambrick or Wagner?
Well, I am impressed that Keenan Hambrick, he is on fire today. Almost 30 yards per catch, got a couple of touchdowns. That's how you do homecoming. And then again, this is the Golden Tigers jumping off. That movement on defense is driving them nuts. The front line keeps shifting.
Number 89.
And the Tigers keep jumping.
James, first down.
That's Johnny Gilbert, the tight end.
Yeah, you see the big shifts. They keep doing that. And again, they catch 2 or 3 guys jumping off sides or illegal motion on the offense. So they've got their number on every level of this game so far, Charlie.
Minute 25 before halftime.
127.
Actually, it's 127 to official. Our referee, Bobby Wright, says let's put 127 on the clock before halftime. And Tuskegee, and I'm sure Coach Aaron James would be glad to get into the locker room. What do you tell your team at halftime when you're down by 41 points?
That's a great question. One of the things you tell your team is, hey, guys, see that exit door, let's get to the bus. But you can't do that. So, and then maybe you finally connect on the pass and fumble the ball.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if the ground caused that fumble. I thought he was down.
The ruling on the field is the runner was down.
Oh, they called him down.
Yeah.
First down.
That's what I thought. I thought he was down after he made that reception.
That's a sigh of relief for Tuskegee. So they connect. Nice job of catching the ball.
Rashad Sager is his name.
Close look here. There's the contact that loosens it up. But you're right. The ground caused that one, but he took a lick.
So Rashad Sager on the reception out of Birmingham, Alabama, freshman. That's his first reception of the season.
Big
first down
hits.
and 10.
They're dishing out the big hits on every side of the ball.
Timeout. Alabama A&M, their first of the half.
So Alabama A&M calls a timeout, their first of the half. First down and 10.
Yeah, I wonder why they are calling a timeout.
We talked about Alabama A&M, and we talked about John Stallworth, the fact that he played here and played with the Steelers and won multiple Super Bowls, in fact 4 with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Robert Mathis, who was a linebacker that played here. He was a 2002 SWAC Player of the Year, played with the Indianapolis Colts, won a Super Bowl with them, Super Bowl 41. He played with the Colts from 2003, 2016, coached with them for a while. And then, of course, Akil Glass, the quarterback of record.
Superstar.
From 2 years ago, he was a 2-time Black College Football Player of the Year, 2020 and 2021.
We'll take a look at that replay on this on the fumble. A big hit by Lynn Petway right there. Jars the ball, and it looks like it's maybe a little bit loose. There, yeah, it actually, no. From the first angle, we couldn't see that ball was loose, man.
It actually was loose before
That's
he
a
hit
fumble.
the ground.
That's a fumble. That's why Maynard. So, bam.
So Maynard may have been calling for them to do a review.
That's probably why he did it, because, again, that on the initial play, it looked like it might have been loose, and on the replay, it's clear.
They are reviewing it.
Contact.
That's going to be a fumble, Charlie. This review is clear.
Yeah, Bobby Wright's going to come over And our replay officials, Ryan Parrish and Robert Carlson, will take a look at it, make a determination, as we just saw it on a different angle. And I can see where that's why Alabama A&M and Cornell Maynard called that timeout.
Right.
I was trying to figure it out. Why you're calling a timeout. It was, they were giving them a first down, and clock was running against Tuskegee. But the ball is coming out. It's out there now before the receiver.
Yeah. Rashad Sager takes a hit
before he hit the ground.
And that momentum, I'm not shocked he dropped this ball, because he barely gets his second foot down, and bam, the ball's already loose upon contact. So Lynn Petway, he had another big hit earlier too, so he's delivering and bringing the wood today. And that's why that one is a fumble, and he actually then jumps on it. Great heads up, good power, good awareness.
Talking about this series, we mentioned it earlier. It started back in 1932. They didn't play each other for 20 years. They started playing again actually in 1963. 35 of those years they were SIAC rivals before Alabama A&M moved over to the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Well, they're checking it out right now, and I have a feeling we're pretty confident this one will become A&M's ball.
Bobby Wright.
After review, the ruling on the field has changed.
There you go.
It'll be A&M's ball, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the second turnover for Tuskegee. That turnover, the fumble this time after the reception.
When it rains, it pours, and right now A&M pouring it all over Tuskegee. One of the few complete passes they have, and then they turn it over. So, and that's how it works. It's like when you're carrying a lot of packages, you drop one, you bend over to the next one, all of a sudden they all start falling out.
So I don't carry any.
There you go. Yes, you have a personal ballet.
So from the 32 of Tuskegee is where Alabama A&M will go to work.
Let's see what they bring here.
Fourth time today that they're starting in Tuskegee territory. The deepest that they started the drive today was their opening drive. They started at their own 19.
Yeah, wherever they've been on the field, it's been pretty easy pickings. So at 44-3, under a minute to go, right before halftime, do they go ahead and try to put in the end zone again, Charlie?
Knowing Cornell.
That's right. Well,
I got a story we got to tell you about
that one up
him in the second half.
That's right.
Yeah, I had a game where he was leading 42-21 with under 20 seconds to go, when he threw a touchdown pass when he was playing.
That's it, man.
We'll talk about that later on.
Light it up. Show it to you too. He's looking for somebody.
Running for a first down, slides down, picks up the necessary yards for a first down.
They're trying to hustle this thing. Let's keep it moving.
At the 25.
Fellas. They're not going to run the clock out.
25 seconds is the time remaining. And it's winding.
Timeout. A&M.
So Cornell Maynard calls his second.
Fellas, let's.
He wasn't charged with the first timeout because of a review.
Yeah.
So he's.
Coach is barking like that dog we saw. Not happy with his lineman.
Yeah, Cornell Maynard. 6th season, former head coach at Winston-Salem. He was there between 2010 and 2013. Then he went to Hampton University, where he was there from 2014 to 2017. Played 1 year at Winston, 3 years at A&T. 2-time MEAC Offensive Player of the Year. Played 12 seasons of arena football. Threw for over 9,000 yards, 160 touchdowns, and just 33 interceptions. That's something.
Got a strong arm on him, yeah.
Part of 4 world championship teams in the Arena League.
Well, he was a legendary player on these college fields, and then went on in the pros to have a solid one as well.
2021, they won. That was the COVID year. They went 5-0, beat Arkansas Pine Bluff in the SWAC championship. That was the second SWAC championship for Alabama A&M.
Looking at the end zone, Charlie.
Incomplete. Came close to being intercepted. 16 seconds the time remaining.
Trying to drop the 50 spot on him before the half.
It has Malik Moore who came up with the deception.
Good coverage, just good coverage. Malik Moore back there. He had an interception for a touchdown return last week, so he was ready and willing and able on that one.
It is 2nd down and 10.
They're flooding the zones with a lot of receivers. Nope.
Incomplete. 3rd down. 3rd and 10. We're at Louis Cruz Stadium. Of course, the stadium is named after the winningest coach in football history here. He led the program from 1960 to 75. Won 94 games as the head coach here at Louis Cruz Stadium. So it is 3rd down and 10 with 12 seconds to go. (44-3). In case you just tuned in, that's not a mistake on your screen. The clock should have stopped. Was it an incomplete pass?
It was incomplete, yes. So maybe
Please reset the game clock
to
7 seconds. Please reset the game clock.
Clock never stopped when the pass went incomplete. One of the few drives, of course, this is a drive that started at the Tuskegee 35. They're down to the 24-yard line or 25-yard line, and it's 4th down and 10.
Please reset the game clock to 7 seconds.
And they're going to try a field goal. It'll be a 42-yard field goal attempt. So let's see. And I think they figure this young man is good from about 47 in terms of field goals. He's leads the SWAC and points per game, averaging 6.3. 4 for 4 in field goals so far. He hit a 29-yarder as his long attempt. That came against Vanderbilt. This one will be 42-yard attempt. It's up.
Just
got the distance,
a little wide,
but it's no good.
A little wide.
So he missed it. Missed a 42-yard field goal attempt.
One of the few things not working for those guys.
2 seconds to go before halftime. So first miss of a field goal attempt by Barbosa this season. Redshirt sophomore out of Hialeah Gardens in Florida. So Tuskegee takes over, 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And you just want to just kneel down and get in the locker room and get this half over with, right?
That's right. Yeah, let's try to reset and come out and at least get something positive out of this, and maybe a couple of big plays turn around that attitude. But so far, this has been a one-way street, all A&M.
And the quarterback just kneels down and lets this half come to an end. So as they go to the locker room, it's been all Alabama A&M. They lead it 44-3. Casey, 3 touchdown passes, make it 4, and we'll be back.
There are more Grand Cherokees still on the road than any other full-size SUV. And because of that, you always keep a Grand Cherokee in the family.
It's yours now.
While still looking forward to the road ahead.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get 2.9% financing or $2,000 bonus cash on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Lowe's knows you want the best quality products for the best price. And when you save more on the things you need, you can get more of the things you want. That's why if you find the same product for less, we'll match it. Shop now with the confidence of our lowest price guarantee.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine. looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha.
You're high above Hollywood.
Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for The Grio.
Part of our mission at The Grio is to bring you thoughtful, engaging discussions on topics that matter. This month, I'm joined by The Grio's Christina Greer and the Associated Press's Aaron Morrison and Ayanna Alexander for an engaging panel that you should not miss. We're going to cover a full spectrum of topics that continue to unpack the erosion of democracy in our country. You need to join us for these raw, unfiltered discussions. Race and Democracy, the Facts and the Fury. October 4th on thegrio.com and right here on my show, The Grio, with Mark Lamont Hill, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Let's take a look at this week's Top 10 poll as voted on by HBCU insiders. There's a tie for the 10th spot between unbeaten Allen University and Virginia Union, who's 3-1. Jackson State's holding down the number 9 spot, and they're idle this week. Bowie State stays in 8th, while Hampton comes in 7th. The Pirates travel to take on CAA rival Richmond today. Tennessee State is 6th and are looking to stay unbeaten in conference play when they take on Tennessee Martin on the road tonight.
The Golden Tigers of Tuskegee move up to 5th and will try to stay unbeaten against Alabama A&M.
Virginia State held on to the number 4 spot at 3-0. Unbeaten Benedict is 3rd at 4-0. Second place belongs to North Carolina Central at 3-1. The Eagles host Campbell today. And Florida A&M is at the top of the poll again this week and will be on the road tonight against Mississippi Valley. That's a look at this week's HBCU Go Top 10.
I have to put my mask on.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Pets.tv, the place where people are passionate about their pets. Right, guys? Celebrate your furry family member with TV's favorite pet channel. Enjoy some special doggy treats.
Hi, Pet.
The information you need.
This is Rover. He's looking for a home. Somebody's gonna adopt them for sure.
And more pet-friendly places. You're so cute. Here on Pets.tv.
Check your local listings.
Here I am on top of the world of Amsterdam. Park City, we're in Panama.
MyDestination.tv is your passport to the world.
Check your local listings.
On your mark, get set, fail.
Fail Army's bringing the smoke in the all-new competition show, 50 versus 50.
The ultimate fail face-off.
Which of the 50 gets the number 1 fail?
50 states, 50 fails.
Find out Saturdays at 9 on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic.
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Figs, because I'm a bit of a fig fiend.
Here
on Recipe.tv.
Welcome back. We are at halftime. The score is 44-3, Alabama A&M in the lead. It is time for my favorite part of the game, halftime featuring the bands. As of right now, we are watching Tuskegee University marching Crimson Pipers. Dr. Jay Williams is the band director, and they are today playing a 50 years of hip-hop tribute. Let's see what they have for us.
News lives in the now. It's coming at us every second. News is more now than ever.
Look at this. You can't even see anything anymore.
Now is raw. Now is real.
The Fed's decision today, help us translate that into very plain English.
Now is constant.
You gotta see this.
The future is now. News for the generation of now is NBC News Now.
Just so glad that we have achieved this together. It's a great achievement for the team. It shows a very big domination of Ferrari.
We are here together, happy together, and we will stay many years together.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Are you ready for this? This better be good.
Speed Vision is back, baby.
Brace yourself, big block time. You ready? Fire it up. We are building a supercar. How are we going to build this thing? I mean you.
Now to the fun stuff.
Smoking tires, doing burnouts.
I want to hear it run. It's what dreams are made of.
Comedy.tv, where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on Comedy.tv. Check your local listings.
On your mark, get set, fail!
Fail Army's bringing the smoke in the all-new competition show, 50 versus 50.
The ultimate fail face-off.
Which of the 50 gets the #1 fail?
50 states, 50 fails.
Find out Saturdays at 9 on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
Hi, I'm Savannah Guthrie. And I'm Hoda Kotb. Do you want the top stories in news, pop culture, celebrity interviews? You have to make this. Cooking and more. All in one place.
We got the channel for you. Check out our 24/7 streaming channel today all day and make the most of your day.
Was a hit, was a hit, was a hit. HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
We're back. It is still halftime here at Alabama A&M. The score is 44-3 with Alabama A&M in the lead now. We are still waiting for our second performance of the day by the Maroon and White Marching Band here at the university. But let's just talk about what we've been doing today during this week during homecoming. It has been such an incredible week and showcase so far. I felt right at home here by Alabama A&M. They've just done an incredible job this week with this homecoming. We went to the step show. We went to an alumni block party on the quad. And right now we're looking at this beautiful homecoming court right in front of us. They are presenting a homecoming show. We are still waiting for the band to come on and present us with this amazing performance they have today. Their band is led by Mr. Carlton Wright, and he is just doing a phenomenal job with this band.
From Birmingham, Alabama.
We will continue on with this presentation. Right now we are seeing some scholarship things happening, presentations to some students. Alabama A&M has just done an incredible job also with making sure their students are taken care of here. Fun fact for Alabama A&M, this has been one of their largest freshman encounters, freshman students coming into their university this year. So that means Alabama A&M is just doing an amazing job here this year so far with entrance. We're looking at the International Student Association.
Mohammed Bari, an electrical engineering major from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Miss Freshman Michaela Johnson, a mechanical engineering major from Belleville, Illinois, escorted by Eric Brannon, a biology major from Long Beach, California. Miss Sophomore Alexis Hopkins, an elementary education major from Phoenix City, Alabama, escorted by Christian Emonino, a biology major from Mobile, Alabama. Miss Junior, Miss Faith Gadsden, a marketing major from Montgomery, Alabama, escorted by McKelton Johnson, a business management and administration major from Nassau, Bahamas. Miss Senior, Miss Trinity Murray, a biology major from Memphis, Tennessee, escorted by Kendall Moore, a political science major from Mobile, Alabama. Little Miss AAMU is Mackenzie Tarver. And Junior Miss AAMU is Kirsten Little. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Alabama A&M University for 2023-2024, the lovely Miss China Ross, a mechanical engineering major from Huntsville, Alabama. She is escorted by Tululope Oladipupo, a computer science major from Chicago, Illinois. And now, Ms. Ross will bring greetings to this crowd.
To the best and brightest students in the nation, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and visitors. Welcome to the 2023-2024 homecoming experience. There is no better day than today to be a Bulldog. Long live thy fame. Thank you.
Thank you, and ladies and gentlemen, please give your enthusiastic applause for Miss Alabama A&M University and her royal court. And now the show.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time. Tuskegee University. Know this, learn this, understand this. Just like there are no lights in your stadium, you do not have the oldest historically black college and university marching band in America. Ladies and gentlemen, the oldest HBCU marching band is standing on the field now. Playing the traditional Alabama A&M fanfare and composed by Barney Smart Sr. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now being entertained by your favorite band's favorite band. Absolute best in halftime entertainment. You're marching maroon and white. And now, featuring our fabulous flags, Poison. Pageantry in motion. Fabulous flags. From coast to coast and border to border, these ladies are like no other. These are the 2023 Dancing Divas, dancing to Keep Watching. Work it, ladies. These are the hardest working ladies in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And now, a real dance band. MMW, let's make it happen for the people.
Mic check, mic check. We about to take it back for y'all. It's homecoming. We taking it back to the old school. Let's go, let's go. Hey, listen, we about to go back.
a great performance. What a great performance. Stand by with us. We will be back right after this break.
Lunch?
Yes, please.
That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water?
Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro, made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word, it's just that you haven't.
What? Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for The Grio.
Part of our mission at The Grio is to bring you thoughtful, engaging discussions on topics that matter. This month, I'm joined by The Grio's Christina Greer and the Associated Press's Aaron Morrison and Ayanna Alexander for an engaging panel that you should not miss. We're going to cover a full spectrum of topics that continue to unpack the erosion of democracy in our country. You need to join us for these raw, unfiltered discussions. Race and Democracy, the Facts and the Fury. October 4th on thegrio.com and right here on my show, The Grio, with Mark Lamont Hill, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Judge Milian doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
She cuts to the chase.
I think you're misreading the law a little bit.
Really? Compassionate.
You should be mad at one person, and that's him. When did something happen that made you feel uncomfortable?
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Watch Justice for the People with Judge Milian. Check your local listings for times and channel.
And we're getting ready to start the second half here. Homecoming 2023 in Huntsville, Alabama. 44-3 our score at halftime. It's been all Alabama A&M. Charlie Neal along with John Kelly. And John, boy, you're talking about an annihilation in the first half. And the fact that Tuskegee unable to get anything going, 6 yards total first half.
A&M had it all going. They were clicking on offense. Their defense was stonewalled. And as we saw, Quincy Casey doing any and everything that he wanted. This is hooking up early with Jacoby Hewitt, one of his 2 touchdowns. And then he just kept firing, man. It was a runaway.
And I said those 6 yards, but they were in the second quarter for Tuskegee, 250 yards in the second quarter for Alabama A&M.
Yeah. On defense, they were doing it too. The interceptions, the great run stoppage. And then, how about our guy right there? That is Keenan Hambrick. Big pickups. They're doing it on the ground too, Charlie. Ryan Morrow coming in strong, averaging nearly 20 yards a carry. And then it's Hambrick one more time. He said, I've got this all day long. Breaking off the nice one there. He had over 140 yards. You got your man, Donovan England, going.
Yes, indeed. And there you go, Donovan England. And again, here's Ryan Morrow, and there's Hambrick. Hambrick with another touchdown reception. That's our halftime highlights. And they were brought it by, and the stats by Black is Beautiful.
A little lopsided.
Look at the stat. Oh, you're talking about minus 3 yards rushing for Tuskegee. 4 touchdown passes. Quincy Casey having a field day so far. He had 3 last week, 4 so far today, 244 yards passing, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Of course, 2 turnovers by Tuskegee, 1 an interception, and then a fumble.
Yeah, Quincy Casey really hitting on all cylinders. He is the SWAC Offensive Player of the Week, and then he knocks it down and gets it done today. And again, those halftime stats brought to you by My Black is Beautiful. And the big crowd outside, Charlie, you know, we got a good crowd for homecoming inside, but a lot of people spending the entire game outside, soaking up the vibe, the food, the beverages. And it's
we looked at it in the first half, but that same group is still out there.
You're right.
They have not moved inside. Here's a return. Here's a pretty good return for Alabama A&M. We're seeing some new people bring the ball back up the field now for the Bulldogs. Well, that's a big guy running the ball that time for them. That's Harold Jemison, a running back. He's one of those guys we talk about thunder and more thunder.
Yeah, he's the more train.
He's the more thunder.
And I like it with the big man. You can see him kind of jiggling, but look, shaking and baking. So he's moving like he's a smaller back, but he's got some meat to go with it.
So they're going to start at their own 45-yard line. That is Alabama A&M. First down and 10. Casey stays in there at the quarterback, and so about a 2-yard gain on that run. Not much going on for Mr. Eaglin.
Yeah, strong first half all the way around. Their running backs, again, averaging Eaglin 8 yards a carry and making it look good. Morrow over 17 yards per carry. But Casey, again, just very efficient. Had a great game last week. Really, really doing it for a second straight week and making the Golden Tigers pay.
Bouncing off the right side, Eaglin spinning and has a first down inside or outside the 45 to the 44. A first down. Let's go down to Courtney.
Hey, Charlie, it is no secret the key to making a great quarterback is his offensive line. And Casey has somebody great on his line, Carson Vinson, one of their best leaders on the field. Now, he has an incredible story. Unfortunately, he lost his mom recently, but coaches say you would never know by the way he carries himself. It's just been him and his dad ever since, and he has just blossomed into a leader and someone that continues to inspire the rest of his team. Back to you guys.
Well, his dad, a single parent, as you said, because he lost his mom. And Carson Vinson's dad was a teammate of Cornell Maynard at North Carolina A&T.
Wow, man, full circle. Now he's got him playing for him. But what a great story, you know, father and son taking on the world together. More Eaglin.
And more Eaglin is right down to the 25, 26-yard line is where they'll spot the ball at another first down. An 18-yard run. Yeah, look, the sophomore from Houston.
The big beef up front, opening up the holes here, making Eaglin feel and look very, very good. And Charlie, I've been in huddles when the score gets like this. Everybody's like, "Give me the ball, audible. Let me have the rock." Everybody wants a piece of this.
This Alabama A&M team leads. The SWAC came in as the #1 scoring offense in the conference, averaging 26 points a game, and they already have 44 points on the board here to start the second half as Ryan Morrow got that last call.
Yeah, strong day all the way around, but I can tell you that those running backs and Quincy Casey.
Face mask. Defense. This penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
This kind of day it's been. But they love the big men up front, giving big love. But you'll see it here on the replay. The hand swats him, clearly grabs it, nearly spins his head around. And Quincy Casey was up telling the Stripes, hey, you called that penalty. And they threw the flag, but it was pretty clear. See it one more time. Unintentionally just reached up and happened to get his hand right across. And at that point, you're kind of stuck. So just kind of yanks his face off.
So first down. The ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Casey going up top. Hambrick incomplete. Flag is thrown.
Yeah,
half the distance. Half the distance to the goal line. And again, the man drawing the penalty is Mikel King, the cornerback sophomore from Booker T. Washington High in Tuskegee.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 5. This is a spot foul. Automatic. First down.
Keenan Hamburg out there has been having his way today.
John a little bit, so some frustration on the Tuskegee defense. You can see clearly this is an infraction. Bottom of your screen. Hambrick breaking loose, and about the only thing you can do is hold on to him for dear life.
And Hambrick is 6'4". Mikael King is 5'10". And the running back with Morrow doesn't get to the end zone. So to bring up second down, second and goal. The Bulldogs, as I said, they've done a pretty good job in the red zone all season long. Second in the conference at 92% coming in, and haven't failed so far today.
No, today looking real strong, and this is one of those games that you build off, and it gets to the point where you try to shake some new things out, and as you point out, we'll probably see a lot of the younger guys getting in later in the game.
Timeout called by Cornell Maynor. He wasn't happy with something that was going on formation-wise.
Alabama and A&M.
So Alabama A&M calls a timeout. They still lead it 44-3, but when we come back, they'll be facing a second and goal from the 4.
I wish for the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Sean, do you mean this one, the one with titanium?
No way I could trade this busted up thing for one.
Maybe stealing wishes from the birthday boy is not your best plan. Switch to Verizon and trade in any iPhone and get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them.
What?
Yep, and on an amazing network.
And I don't have to ruin any more birthday parties.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. Let's go get you that iPhone. Here we go. Come on now.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a new iPhone 15 Pro on us, only on Verizon.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours for more than 120 years. Ford, we are all in on America.
It's unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
We the People delivers compelling cases and firm justice.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
She's smart.
Even though there are accidents that happen, you have to be willing to remedy those accidents.
She's confident.
If you've been in contact with someone who has tested positive, why wouldn't you be responsible enough to get yourself tested?
We the People, all new with Judge Lauren Lake. Check your local listings for times and channel.
We have officially had landfall now of Hurricane Ian.
It's nothing like any other hurricane we ever have been through.
We're the Bostons. We're here to help rebuild some of these homes.
We only allow ourselves 5 days per home.
So it's time for our crew to move on in, and we're going to ask you to head on out.
Now it's time to go inside.
Ooh, Lord have man.
That's so amazing. Now that's a fast home rescue.
Charlie Neal, John Kelly, Courtney Tate with you here in Huntsville, Alabama. And a 44-3 lead for the home team on homecoming, and threatening with a second and goal at the 4 of Tuskegee. Alabama A&M trying to add to that 44 points they have on the board. And they give off to Eaglin, and Eaglin is going to be dropped at about the 2, make it the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Eaglin trying for his second rushing touchdown of the day. Eaglin on the Black College Football Hall of Fame watch list. Didn't play against Lane because of a thigh bruise, but had 126 yards and a 1-yard touchdown run last week against Arkansas Pine Bluff. 3rd down. Quarterback Casey decides to keep it, turns the corner, still pushing and down to the 1. Will make that Eaglin look like it went right to Eaglin on the Wildcat. That's what they did.
Yeah, and this is a chance for head coach Maynard to start toying with a few things, taking some chances, and really working on some stuff that you don't really get live action against. So a chance for them to get creative, maybe put some new wrinkles into their offense and try some things, because this game's well in hand.
Eaglin is back there getting the ball. And Eaglin's still going, and does he cross the goal line? I don't know. They don't say he does. That was a 4th down play. There was a wildcat again. There was no quarterback in the lineup.
It looked like he
The
got
ruling on the
lunged
field
in, but
is that the runner did not make the goal line.
Good defensive stand by Tuskegee. That's interesting, huh? They went for it on 4th and goal at the 1-yard line, and they stopped shy because the defense of Tuskegee with Barfield, Mays, Culberth, and Miller up front made sure that they did not cross the goal line.
Let's take a look here. So Eaglin pounds up in there, puts his head down, and he's still pushing. And I don't know. They said he wasn't in there, but that ball was pretty close to that goal line before his knees went down. But the stripes are closer than we are. They said no touchdown.
Well, I don't know if they could see it. You know, if I was the Tuskegee coach, I'd do what Maynard did in the first half. I'd have a review. Call a timeout, let them review it. From their own 1-yard line. Here they go. Maybe one of the better running plays of the day. About 5 yards.
And this is where you test a young team's character to find out, you know, you're down like this, but you got to keep playing like you guys are still in this. I don't care how far out of it you are. You do not just lay down. You do not just mail it in. You got to keep your heads in the game and work on things. You may not feel like you can win this, but at the same time, you cannot stop with the attitude and the right approach.
And again, they're keeping the ball on the ground. Johnny Morris was the man running the ball, and he picks up the 1st down. So they get some breathing room. Their back's up against the wall at the 1, and they move it all the way out to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10.
Small victories, Charlie. At this point, that is a nice move for them. You at least got the 1st down. Maybe they can put something together, sustain a drive, and take away some positives right now. Work on what they need to, and that is really, really keeping that ball on the field for the offense.
Now this time, Williams back to pass, and it's caught. 1st down across the 25-yard line to the 26-yard line, and a big catch that time by Corey Petty.
Yeah, nice catch here, and a nice job running after the catch. Slips 2 defenders, rumbles forward, and gets some good yardage. And Charlie, I point out offensively, they still need to keep their heads in the game and play. But when you're ahead like this, too, you got to make sure you don't start letting down and looking to the crowd and posing for your selfies and Instagram and all that. You have to stay focused, too, when you're way ahead. So it's a challenge for both teams and both head coaches.
Keeping it on the ground, and outside is Mars. Mars on the go, across midfield and into Alabama A&M territory. All the way down to the 49-yard line. Good run. And that one's good for 32 yards.
When a team is down, you start giving them life, Charlie, and right there, making it happen. Desmond Leverett breaking free, getting loose.
And Amari Pate was the man who made the stop. And again, Leverett again going around the left side. He has about 9 yards on the carry. Desmond Leverett, high school last year at Roswell Centennial High School. 315 yards a year ago and a touchdown. So, hey, he's a 5'9", 192 freshman.
That's it. As a freshman, getting some big-time playing time in it. He's taken advantage of that. He's had a couple of nice carries, toting that rock very nice, and they're pushing the ball right down the field. So, again, they're staying focused. See if A&M can bring back what they showed in that first half.
Back to pass is Williams. Lets it go. Incomplete. No flags. That is incomplete.
Well, Aaron James, you know, you get to see a young kid in there who is just a real freshman. Not a big kid, but running with some power and authority out there. This is how you get guys ready for the future.
Staying with Bryson Williams at the quarterback spot. Again, keeping the ball on the ground and going straight ahead, close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot the ball, and maybe about a yard shy. That'll bring up 3rd down.
And 4 on the
Fourth
marker.
down. Actually, 4th down. 4th and 1.
And you have to stay on the field and try to go for this. Absolutely.
No question. And they have Leverett back there behind the quarterback. Williams trying to draw them off sides.
Yeah, they've been doing that all day, and it's worked quite a bit.
4th and 1. They may have to call a timeout. And they do.
Yeah, you don't want to get penalized on that with a delay.
Tuskegee.
So there's a timeout. First timeout in the second half for Tuskegee. We'll be back. They'll be facing a 4th and 1. Let's see what the decision is when we return.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence.
This is our planet. And the fight for its prosperity and its future depends on us. That's why Pattern is dedicated to everyone who seeks to explore the world in new ways. Share in its challenges and triumphs.
Scientists just made a massive discovery.
And celebrate its most amazing moments. So join us on our mission to be informed and inspired. Look for Pattern in the channel guide, here on Local Now.
Durante el mal tiempo o clima extremo, aquí siempre tienes la información y en español.
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
Finding a new job can be a struggle.
It's a difficult process. It feels like dating, kind of.
Catch Ready for Work as 6 career hopefuls team up with their own expert to seek out their dream job. Ready for Work.
Comedy.tv, where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on Comedy.tv. Check your local listings.
World of Free Sports. For all adrenaline junkies who can't get enough of spectacular events. Higher, faster, further.
So stupid!
The next dimension of extreme sports.
Yeah!
Nerve-wracking adventures amidst breathtaking natural scenery.
A hit. HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
Welcome back to college football on HBCU Go Sports, powered by the Griot, along with John Kelly and Courtney Tate. Charlie Neal here in Huntsville, Alabama. On a 44-3 ball game, and you're talking about Tuskegee and Alabama A&M cheerleaders getting together, talking about unity. That's pretty good.
You got that right. The homecoming vibe, sharing the love, welcoming their fellow cheerleaders into town.
4th down and 1. Let's see. Coach Aaron James looks like he's decided they're going to go for it on 4th and 1.
Yeah, man, keep the drive alive.
Down by 41 points. And they're not going to get it. They give the ball to the freshman Desmond Leverett, and he is going to be stopped short of the first down marker.
After some movement and momentum and slowly kind of finding a rhythm there on that drive, they get it all shut down. 4th and short. Watch the surge here. Comes up right in the middle. Johnny Morris was hoping to get himself some, and all he got was a bunch of maroon jerseys right in his grill.
And Petaway was the man who made the stop defensively for Alabama A&M. So they turn the ball over on downs as they get all the way down to the 41 of Alabama A&M.
Lynn Petway having a strong game today. He's delivered some serious blows. He's been up in there making the tackles. So offensively, defensively, for most of this day, hitting on all cylinders.
Giving to the big guy. Mr. Thunder, and more Thunder.
Thunder and Thunder, baby.
That's Harold Jemison.
Yeah, they've been a
redshirt sophomore from Hillsborough High in Nashville, Tennessee. Casey still in there at the quarterback. Throws it out to the near side. This one complete to LeVar Gums. No, they've lost last year's leading receiver. That was Isaiah Cox, who caught 33 passes for this Bulldog team a year ago for 425 yards and 3 touchdowns. But they have not missed a beat with guys like Gardner and Young and Hambrick. And then, of course, you've got some of the younger guys coming in, or some of the veterans, second string guys like Gums and Turner and Hewitt. We've seen Hewitt catch a couple touchdown passes today.
Pressure coming in, he gets it away.
Wide open and complete to Gums. He got him, let him a little bit too much. Gums was open at about the 27-yard line, but the ball was just a little bit too far in front of him.
Yeah, Casey could feel that heat coming in, had to release it sooner than he wanted to. He'd love to have that one back, but he had 2 defenders right on him, and he put it just out of reach. Nice pattern, not perfect ball, but again, pressure by the defense forced Casey to rush it.
2nd and 10. Play action to the screen back to the near side. And it comes over to Young, Cameron Young. Cameron Young moves the chains down inside the 35-yard line to the 33.
Yeah, a little misdirection here by the Bulldogs, faking it going right, fires it back, and Young, watch that move. Look at that shake. That's called freeze the defender in his tracks.
Used to do that.
Long time ago, back when they wore leather helmets, Charlie. It's been a while.
That's all right. You did it. This one incomplete off the hands of Gums. Have had some injuries, both of these teams, especially on the offensive line for Alabama A&M. Of course, you got Cameron Williams, the center. He's a veteran in terms of the offensive linemen are concerned for this Alabama A&M team. 2nd and 10.
Trips receivers up top. Casey looking to do some damage. There it is.
See him down the middle, still running is Gums. Gums still in the running, and down to the 1-yard line goes Gums. LeVar Gums came into the game with 5 catches for the season, a couple today. That one good for 32 yards.
Yeah, Gums with a lot to chew on that. Hit him in stride.
And they keep it on the ground this time again. They call the touchdown. They get it into the end zone. And carrying, but a flag is down, is Harold Jemison.
That's the big man who brought that kickoff return out.
Yes.
He's got some beef on him.
On the defense. That penalty is declined. Touchdown is good.
So the touchdown is good from the 1-yard line with Jemison running it in. This is his first.
6'1", 228 pounds. Call him Brute 33.
Second rushing touchdown this year. And the kick is up, and it is good. And it is now 51-3 here in the 3rd quarter with 5:05 to go. Long touchdown, or long pass, rather it is. Right there to Mr. Gums, who takes it to the 1. And then you have Mr. Jemison. He takes it in from 1 yard out. And they lead it big.
Lowe's knows you want the best quality products for the best price. And when you save more on the things you need, you can get more of the things you want. That's why if you find the same product for less, we'll match it. Shop now with the confidence of our lowest price guarantee.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. It's the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. Nice. Discover how Ram powers all the lives you live during Ram Power Days.
During Ram Power Days, get $4,000 retail consumer cash allowance on most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks. See your Ram dealer today.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Having friends over for the next game? Just tell Siri. Text Sam, don't forget the pizza.
Well, they didn't forget a lot of what's going on in the galley here, the midway. And look at all the fans that are outside of the stadium still celebrating homecoming 2023 here in Huntsville, Alabama. And their team with a 48-point advantage over, and look, people, they've got the concession stand in the stadium and the concession stands outside the stadium, right?
Yeah, it's a 360 party.
From the 5-yard line, here's a return. Tuskegee down by 48 points. And, you know, one of the things you look at, John, when they came into this game, you have Tuskegee came in averaging 32 points a game. On the other side, 26 points a game for Alabama A&M. And Alabama A&M, you know, just putting more points up on the board.
Well, they're just running away doing whatever they want. Their defense has been solid, shutting down the Golden Tigers, not letting them do anything. So it's been a frustrating day. But offensively, defensively for the Bulldogs, really having a strong day. And we'll see if they can maintain that momentum, that intensity for the second half, because that's what coaches want. When you're riding a blowout, you got to make sure your guys stay in this game and get some positive out of it instead of worrying about what's happening in that homecoming party outside.
So from their own 24-yard line, down by 48 points. All you want to do is be respectable. You know, at this point you say, okay, the chances of us coming back and winning this game are slim and none as the quarterback slides down after about a three-yard gain.
Yeah, and you're right, Charlie. The thing that they want to try to do now is work on a few things that they can actually take some positives. So forget about the scoreboard right now. Let's go back to our basics to see what we need to work on so we can get ready for this next game.
See, Bryson Williams has gone all the way for the Golden Tigers. Got injured against Central State. Battle-tested quarterback. Dual threat. Didn't play against Lane in their double overtime win a week ago. Puts the ball in the air, has it complete. And a first down is gained on the far side by Jonathan Montreville. Jonathan, big 6'7", 175-pound junior out of Edison High down in Miami.
Well, in Tuskegee, even though they didn't get that first down when they went for it on fourth down on the last drive, so far this half they're doing something they didn't do much of in the first half, and that's actually moving the ball. So not sure the coach may have said at halftime, but they seem a little bit more focused, a little more cohesive in actually making some things happen, maybe settling down a little bit.
This time going left is Leverett. Leverett didn't get much on that run. Trying to go around the left side. Desmond Leverett, freshman out of Roswell, Georgia. And look at the defense.
There you go, big boy.
Jordan
Have a
Mitchell.
nice trip.
Yeah, Jordan Mitchell there, the linebacker out of Louisville, North Carolina. Young man transferred in here from Appalachian State. Came in the spring after that transfer from App State. Looking up top, and it's caught on the far side, but not going to be enough for a first down, as a number of dark jerseys around the receiver, and that is Corey Petty. So to bring up third down.
At this point, too, when you're trailing by such a large margin, you want to take some chances, too. Find out what your offense can do deep, run some patterns, try to open up that defense so they can maybe give you something underneath. But if you keep playing to the sideline, you're trailing by almost 50, you're not going to really be able to do much.
We're talking about Aaron James, who played at Tuskegee. Quarterback under pressure, throws. And it's complete, but not enough for a first down, or is it? They may got it. They may have gotten it. They did get him. They gave him the spot.
Yep.
Forward progress. Move the ball and move the chains at the 47-yard line.
That's what they need to do. Run patterns that can get you first downs. Move the ball downfield.
Corey Petty again on the reception for this Tuskegee team. It's his third reception of the day.
I can tell you, it drives offensive coaches crazy when you have a certain amount of yardage you need for a first down, and you have receivers breaking off their pattern short and not getting enough even if you complete the pass. So that's up to the receiver to get there so the quarterback can put it on you. Nice job on the last play.
New running back in the lineup for Tuskegee. That's Cameron Gatewood, a freshman out of Athens, Alabama. Number 42, who just made that carry.
So they're checking their depth chart too, saying let's get some new cats in here to get some big time run. I can tell you, just for emotional, mental, spiritual, getting in the end zone right now and starting to do something to feel like you guys are being productive, that's a big key for Tuskegee right now.
In case you just joined us, Tuskegee took the opening drive, went all the way down the field, and scored a field goal. And since that time, it's been 51 unanswered points put on the board by Alabama A&M.
Penalty flag.
False start has to be.
False start.
Call every time, Charlie.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Those pre-snap penalties will kill you every time, won't they?
Yeah, especially when you're down 51-3.
That's the 5th penalty against Tuskegee today.
With a band, please refrain from playing while they're under center.
Only 2 first downs for Tuskegee in the contest.
Yeah, when you're doing single digits on offense in the first half, it's not much to smile about.
Letting it go, has it complete. And big number 89, Johnny Gilbert.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Out of Atlanta, coming up with the catch. And it's still a 51-3 ball game. And hey, are they marching?
I'm engaged.
Well, that's good, because your mother and I are separated.
I would just like to get out of here.
I am the chief.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati.
The unluckiest day of the year deserves a celebration. It's a full-day marathon of the most hilarious fails. Plus, an new special. International Day for Failure Marathon on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
I have to put my mask on.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Pets.tv. The place where people are passionate about their pets. Right, guys? Celebrate your furry family member with TV's favorite pet channel. Enjoy some special doggy treats.
Hi, Pet.
The information you need.
This is Rover. He's looking for a home. Somebody's gonna adopt them for sure.
And more pet-friendly places. You're so cute. Here on Pets.tv.
Check your local listings.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Are you ready for this? This better be good.
Speed Vision is back, baby.
Brace yourself, big block time. You ready? Fire it up.
We are building a supercar.
How are we gonna build this thing? I mean you.
Now to the fun stuff.
Smoking tires, doing burnouts.
I want to hear it run. It's what dreams are made of.
Figs, because I'm a bit of a fig fiend.
Here on Recipe.tv.
Welcome back, Coach. What a dominant performance on both sides of the ball, but what is the plan in the fourth to keep this engine rolling?
Well, we're going to put some backups in there. We're about to put Xavier Langford in at quarterback, put some backup linemen and receivers in. And the same thing on defense. We don't want to get anybody hurt at this point in the game, but we want those guys to play hard. They earn playing time by coming to practice every day, so we want to get those guys some time now.
Awesome, Coach. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Just wait for it a little bit. Wait for it. Coach, what do you have to say? Huh? I figured that. The Barker.
Right. He's the best. That's what they say. The Bulldog football. Let's eat, baby. They've been doing that all day.
And again, like you said, I said earlier, we probably will see some backups. Langford we're going to see him come in and play some in the lineup, and we've seen some other replacements already playing in the contest. And that ball goes down. That was a third down play. Jeez. So, you know, you're talking about adding insult to injury. Just things not working well for the Tigers, the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee today. And they're going to have to regroup because they get back on the road again. They have a big game in Birmingham next week at Legion Field. That's the Classic against Morehouse. That's a big game. Then they go home and play Edward Waters for homecoming. Then they hit the road against Savannah State. And they close out the season at home against Clark Atlanta. Then they'll at home's game against Clark Atlanta. Then their last two games will be on the road at Miles and at Alabama State. And that's that Turkey Day Classic. Nice punt, high. Catch made at the 26-27 yard line. And coming back up the field with it is Terrell Gardner. And so
timeout.
We'll see a new quarterback, Xavier Langford, for this Alabama A&M team when we come back after that 45-yard punt.
Our mission at The Griot is to bring you thoughtful, engaging discussions on topics that matter. This month, I'm joined by The Griot's Christina Greer and the Associated Press's Aaron Morrison and Ayanna Alexander for an engaging panel that you should not miss. We're going to cover a full spectrum of topics that continue to unpack the erosion of democracy in our country. You need to join us for these raw, unfiltered discussions. Race and Democracy, the Facts and the Fury. October 4th on thegriot.com and right here on my show, The Griot, with Mark Lamont Hill, 7 p.m. Eastern.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Last season, Torre sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Kenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for The Grio.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel. The biggest comedy stars.
I give her my heart, but she wanted my what?
Kidney. Wall-to-wall laughs.
What is it called when an elderly woman has an affair?
Grandma did what?
It's the comedy game show.
There is an edible version of Scrabble.
Going to the bathroom spells disaster.
Funny you should ask. Check your local listings for times and channel.
HBCU Go Sports Football is being brought to you by Amazon. It's on Prime. And by Olay Skin. Protect your glow. That's one reason I can get a direct flight from Reagan National
Jump on the
to
rocket.
Huntsville because of the NASA affiliation here in Huntsville, Alabama.
And knowing you, Charlie, you probably do have a hookup to get to that U.S. Rocket and Space Museum. They'll fly you home.
Xavier Langford keeping the ball on the ground as the quarterback now of record in the lineup. And they bring in DJ Moffitt Jr. out of Phoenix City, Alabama. You see Langford, number 16, was the starting quarterback the first two games of the season, got injured against Lane, and Casey came in and, you know, like you say, you put your head down, somebody,
man,
you better be
brother,
ready.
I'll tell you.
Somebody may pick it up and keep going with it, right?
Right. Come in and eat your lunch and keep it.
Keeping it on the ground again, running straight ahead. DJ Moffitt, redshirt junior, comes in at 5'10", 210 pounds. As you look at Casey, Quincy Casey on the sideline.
A lot to smile about.
Had a pretty good day. Not a bad afternoon
nice
for that young man. 17 of 27. 296 yards, 4 touchdowns. Not sacked, no interceptions. Had a 76-yard pass that he completed. Now Langford putting it up in the air, and it's caught and out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Did they score a touchdown? They said it was a touchdown reception.
Great effort at the goal line.
It was a touchdown reception for Alabama A&M, putting some more points on the board. This time Braxton Tolliver, 42 yards for the touchdown.
Langford just lays it out. Tolliver doing a nice job being forced out of bounds, lunges for that pylon and gets the 6 points.
Good job, boy.
They're all feeling it.
Point after. And it's 58-3. That didn't take long. That was just a 52-yard drive.
Come out.
Extra point is good. 58-3 here in the fourth quarter. And we'll be back.
Are you ready for this? This better be good.
Speed Vision is back, baby.
Brace yourself. Big block time. You ready?
Fire it up.
We are building a supercar.
How are we going to build this thing? I mean, you.
Now to the fun stuff.
Smoking tires, doing burnouts.
I want to hear it run. It's what dreams are made of.
Finding a new job can be a struggle.
It's a difficult process.
It feels like dating, kind of. Catch Ready for Work as 6 career hopefuls team up with their own expert to seek out their dream job. Ready for Work.
Comedy.tv. where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on comedy.tv. Check your local listings.
News lives in the now. It's coming at us every second. News is more now than ever.
Look at this. You can't even see anything anymore.
Now is raw. Now is real.
The Fed's decision today, help us translate that into very plain English.
Now is constant.
You gotta see this.
The future is now. News for the generation of now is NBC News Now.
We ready to go, come and get it right now. We got what you like now, every day and night now. Better get here right now.
58-3, 12:35 left in the contest. Let's look at our Scarlet Athlete, brought to you by Olay Skin. And it's Alabama A&M redshirt junior tight end number 88, Bryson Clark, majoring in biology. Plans to go to med school after graduation. Also well versed in trading stocks and bonds. Guy may want to visit tomorrow.
Money work, baby.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to that young man. There he is.
Good man.
Hi, Mom.
That's right.
Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
That's right.
Let's get some TV time.
He's earned it.
But when you look at what's happening in this particular ball game, it's hard to believe with the score that Tuskegee has had more time of possession in the game than Alabama A&M. Let's look at our Scholar Athlete today for Tuskegee, brought to you by Olay Skin. It's University Tuskegee's Bryson Williams, his senior quarterback. Started the game, has played all the way with 25 career touchdowns, majoring in architecture, and maintains a 3.0 GPA. Congratulations to Bryson Williams, young man, quarterback for Tuskegee University.
It's outstanding. You know, when you're in college and you're having to go to class and balance practice in the big time universities, you spend a lot of time between film sessions, training, practice, traveling. So I'm always impressed and always hats off to these young fellas that get it done in the classroom as well. It's work.
th possession of the day for Tuskegee. They had a field goal on their first possession. It started at their own 15. They started to open the game with a 6-play, 64-yard drive and ended in Ryan's 38-yard field goal. New quarterback in the lineup now for Tuskegee, and that is Ryan Nettles, a junior out of Evergreen, Alabama, 6'4", 205, redshirt junior, putting the ball in the air, or faking it anyhow, like he was putting the ball in the air.
Yeah, magic trick.
Gives off to Jasmine Leverett. So this drive starting at their own 25, the 11th possession of the day. They had 2 turnovers in the game. They had an interception. They fumbled the ball. But this is only their 3rd possession of the second half.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, they had time of possession when you look at it.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, they had more time of possession than this Alabama A&M team. But the total offense before this drive, 177 yards compared to 461 for Alabama A&M.
And Charlie, in the world of sports, I'm never a fan of the moral victories, but these guys just need to get something going so they can feel good about just how they're playing. Forget the moral victory in this game. You want to start putting something together tight so you, again, have some positive takeaways as far as just football, blocking, tackling, the basics.
Leverett on that carry. The freshman out of Roswell, Georgia. Look at the defense coming across to make the stop. Of course, said we're going to see some new faces in there. Christopher Barnes, the linebacker, was one of the men pursuing. Number 53.
And give the Bulldog defense some credit today. They've been very strong, not allowing much on the ground, but great pressure on the quarterback all day as well.
Another punt is underway, and a fair catch made right at the 42-yard line, and that's where Alabama A&M will go to work once again, leading it 58-3 here in Huntsville.
Shop Macy's VIP sale now. Take an extra 30% off designer brands and save 15% on skincare, makeup, fragrances, and more. Plus, find incredible specials. Own your style at Macy's.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I feel free to bare my skin thanks to Skyrizi. I'm celebrating my clearer skin my way. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people had 90% clearer skin even at 5 years. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Thanks to clearer skin with Skyrizi, this is my moment. There's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
This October 10th and 11th, Prime Big Deal Days give Prime members exclusive access to 2 days of big savings, which means you're kind of a big deal. Prime Big Deal Days, October 10th and 11th, only for Prime members.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha.
You're high above Hollywood.
Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Welcome back. I am in the end zone. Alabama A&M has just installed something they call the Kennel Community. It is like a VIP sideline treatment here. We are at the kennel of the athletic director. Now you can just go inside. They have food and drinks, and it is the best view for the fans. You can purchase a season pass for this view, and it is just incredible for these fans to experience the VIP experience. Guys, back to you.
Next time we come down, we're going to have to check in there. We don't have to go.
Charlie, let's just broadcast the game from down there.
But I'm saying, we went all the way to the hotel and had to drive over, and the traffic, we could have just stayed right here.
Beachfront property, baby. Step right out and do the game. You can do the game in your robe.
I don't know who would like that, but anyway.
You have your groupies here. Don't kid yourself. The modesty, I like that. That's sexy.
From their own 38-yard line, we have a false start against this Alabama A&M team. They have not been penalized many times today. I think only the 5th time all afternoon.
False start, offense, number 89. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So Alabama A&M, a couple new faces making mistakes. Elijah McCray, freshman tight end from Tuskegee, Alabama, ironically enough, was the man who's guilty of the false start. Now they keep it in on the ground. Still running, breaking tackles, and going forward with a reckless abandon as Moffitt. We've seen him running, DJ Moffitt, the redshirt junior from Phoenix City, Alabama.
Yeah, they jammed him up, but he did a nice job of pinballing his way through traffic, showed a nice little burst, and picked up great yardage.
And it's, after the penalty, it's still going to be 2nd down at about 2. The ball at the 46-yard line.
Another quarterback in there, too, Corey Chavez.
Yeah, they figured Langford, seen enough.
Yeah, here, you can throw 2 passes now. Sit back there.
This is a 6'6" freshman. Real tall, lanky kid. And they keep it on the ground, and it's Moffitt getting the first down. DJ.
He's working. I like the way he keeps those legs churning and churning. That's what all great running backs are taught to do. You do not let your motor stop until they make you eat some grass.
First down and 10. Alabama A&M midfield stripe is where the ball is spotted. Checking back into the lineup is Elijah McCoy, the tight end. And again, they come to DJ Moffitt, but he's not going to go much further than the midfield stripe. Because DeAndre Chapman was there to make the stop defensively, number 97. Freshman out of Albany, Georgia.
Well, this is a great experience, too, because oftentimes when you're, third, fourth on that depth chart, sometimes even when you're only second, you don't get a ton of playing time. But when this opens up and you have this score like this is valuable time because practice is great. But until you get into the real game and get popped in the face a few times in real action, you don't quite understand it. So this is good for these kids.
Second down and 9. Coming to the side once
That's
again.
The big boy.
And this is Harold Jemison. Thunder and more thunder.
Yeah, Brute 33. I like it, man, because he's got some power. The big man out there shaking, showing everybody. You slim little guys got the slick moves, but look at me. I'm a runaway freight train, baby. Look at what are you doing?
You get away.
None of this.
Third down and 5 now for Alabama A&M.
6'1", 228, bringing it.
So, again, quarterback decides he's going to keep it this time. Didn't look like he was too fleet-footed, did he? Corey Chavis.
Are you trying to say slow? That's a nice way of saying it.
He's out of Redford, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit.
I think he was just conserving energy. You don't want to just, blow it all
hey,
first.
Let me say this. Got a first down.
There you go.
So what difference is it?
Job well done.
He didn't say you had to be fast to get a first down, did he? He just said you have to get to the you just have to get to the proper marker, right?
Trust me, who am I to talk? The way my back feels, I barely made it up to the press box. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
So Jemison is in the lineup behind Chavis, the quarterback. And it's Jemison trying to go to the left side this time. Bottle up pretty good right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard, and that's it.
Just under 7 minutes to go. So again, a lot of playing time for a lot of new people. Fans still outside. Mass. That party's still going outside.
A lot of people, with the score being so lopsided, said, hey, let me try to beat some of this traffic out of here. Because we know it's going to be forever getting away.
Could just Airbnb it right next to the field.
Fumble, ball's on the ground.
Look at the big man go.
And it is a fumble on the exchange, and it's a turnover, first one of the day for this Alabama A&M team. And coming up with the pick was DeAndre Chapman.
Yeah.
6'3", 240 freshman. He's out of Albany, Georgia.
Bad exchange by Chavez. So I'll give Chavez credit. What he needs to, he put on the afterburners. He saved the touchdown there.
Well, he think about who he's chasing.
I'm trying to give the young man some credit, Charlie. Let me boost him up, all right? Let's gas the kid up. He did a nice job and got the tackle.
That's nice, okay, but he was chasing a guy that weighs 240 pounds. Okay.
Don't let facts get in the way of a good story, man. I'm trying to make the kid into a hero. He saved the touchdown. Oh, that's funny.
Keeping the ball coming to the near side, Tuskegee.
see if Nettles can put it up. I want to see these guys take advantage of a opportunity just to go deep and start firing it here. Grinding it out when you're trailing.
Nettles calling the signals right now. Nettles handing off to the right side. Tuskegee keeping the ball on the ground. This time it's Cameron Gatewood once again running the ball for the second time.
Say not going to make a difference probably in the final outcome, obviously, but getting some touchdowns, or at least one touchdown, gives the offense a little bit of gas to lead with.
Trying to go to the left side again. Not much doing. A bunch of dark jerseys are there to corral the running back. The largest win over Tuskegee by Alabama A&M was 54 points. They're up by 55 right now. So we always had to bring back memories, right? Unfortunately. The SWAC, founded in 1920. SIAC was formed in 1913. Actually, only 3 charter members still remaining in the SIAC from the original days. And now a timeout being called by Tuskegee. And we'll be back. Down to the final.
I'm engaged.
Well, that's good, because your mother and I are separated.
I would just like to get out of here.
I am the chief.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati.
This is our planet. And the fight for its prosperity and its future depends on us. That's why Pattern is dedicated to everyone who seeks to explore the world in new ways. Share in its challenges and triumphs.
Scientists just made a massive discovery!
And celebrate its most amazing moments. So join us on our mission to be informed and inspired. Look for Pattern in the channel guide here on Local Now.
Justice Central, the only court network featuring dynamic judges and live legal programming.
Well, we're not at your school, we're in my courtroom.
Unique court shows, live legal news. Justice Central. Check your local listings.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
The unluckiest day of the year deserves a celebration. It's a full-day marathon of the most hilarious fails. Plus, an new special International Day for Failure Marathon on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
Start your day and end your day with Cheddar News. Watch Wake Up with Cheddar to get informed on the events impacting the world around you. And finish your day with Cheddar's News Wrap, catching you up on the people, technology, and politics influencing our culture. Reporting on everything you need to know. Get your twice daily news fix on Cheddar News, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m.
Now that's a fast home rescue.
Let's check out our player of the game, brought to you by Amazon. What a day for this young man, Quincy Casey.
Who else? Quincy Casey doing today 17 of 27, just under 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions. He was SWAC player of the week on offense last week. Today picking up right where he left off, firing on all cylinders, and I really liked his poise, his confidence, and he said, "You cannot stop this, sons."
Got that arrow going, huh?
Yeah, look at him.
He's still happy on the side.
The party's going on. He said, "Give me my championship belt. Mama, look, I'm on TV."
Got the crown and everything. Here we go. Nothing doing for...
Unfortunately for the Golden Tigers, that's kind of been their day.
It has been. got his championship belt on.
That's right. They're like, make sure you keep rubbing that arm, though, man. I got a game next week. Got to make sure my arm's nice and loose. Crown jewel, baby. He's got teammates interviewing him. That is awesome. Oh, life is good for the Bulldogs today at homecoming.
So from their own 43-yard line, Alabama A&M keeping the ball on the ground. They have the ball once again. And again, we talk about the fact that Cornell Maynor has done a fantastic job as head coach of this team in his 6th year leading the Bulldogs. You know, this team was not always in the in the SWAC. They were in the SIAC. They came over. They came over here in 1999. They were one of the last members to join before Bethune and FAMU came in 2021.
Charlie Encyclopedia Neal at your service.
3-yard gain on that run that time by DJ Moffitt. And again, we talk about Alabama A&M's schedule going forward. They'll play Jackson State here next week. Should be a good one. Then they'll be on the road at Grambling, at Alabama State for the Magic City Classic. That'll be on October 28th. At that particular time, as you look at the schedule for Alabama A&M, they'll also play Florida A&M here at home. They'll be on the road at Bethune-Cookman for an HBCU Go game. That'll be Antoine Bethea, I should say, and James Hadnot doing that game. And then they'll close out the season at home here against Mississippi Valley. So it's great season, and Alabama A&M sitting in the driver's seat right now. Although this is not a conference game, but it increases their record to 3-2.
Yeah, this is a good tune-up for them. Really kind of finding the way that they can do any and everything they want and start to build game plans to see what you can do for that important conference play. So, again, as you point out, outside of their conference, but a good tune-up to get ready, because when they get in the teeth of that thing, man, this is wide open for that SWAC title.
1:42 to go in the contest. They put it away, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 10. Penalty marker down. 50-yard punt. Let's see what the penalty marker is about. I think it's against Alabama A&M because the referee is overlooking. It may have something to do with the kicker.
False start.
Oh, no.
Kicking team. Oh. This 5-yard penalty will be assessed from the previous spot. Re-kick.
So they're going to re-kick this one.
All in all, a successful day. A&M on homecoming, wanting to come in, explode. And Coach Maynard told us on our call this week there were things he needed to work on. Wanted them to cut down on turnovers. They did that. Wanted them to come out and be aggressive on offense. They did that. Defensively, stop the run. So, I mean, it's one of those you get a lot of check marks. Playing down a little bit as far as a level of competition, but they were able to really find a groove. So a good game, good homecoming, solid performance.
Well, the ball was at the 43-yard line. If it was a 5-yard penalty, I don't know where they're moving it. They're all over the place with it. Anyway, they're going to punt it from the 35.
Here comes for it.
And they were coming. And a little better field position this time. And there's a timeout on the field. A 41-yard punt this time. Tuskegee will have it when we come back. 1:15 remaining, and we'll have something special. We'll go back in time when we come back.
Lunch?
Yes, please.
That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water?
Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro, made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word, it's just that you haven't.
What?
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
Lowe's knows you want the best quality products for the best price. And when you save more on the things you need, you can get more of the things you want. That's why if you find the same product for less, we'll match it. Shop now with the confidence of our lowest price guarantee.
Part of our mission at The Griot is to bring you thoughtful, engaging discussions on topics that matter. This month, I'm joined by The Griot's Christina Greer and the Associated Press's Aaron Morrison and Ayanna Alexander for an engaging panel that you should not miss. We're going to cover a full spectrum of topics that continue to unpack the erosion of democracy in our country. You need to join us for these raw, unfiltered discussions. Race and Democracy, the Facts and the Fury. October 4th on thegriot.com and right here on my show, The Griot, with Mark Lamont Hill, 7 p.m. Eastern.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate. Bethune-Cookman takes on Alabama State live for homecoming Saturday, October 7th, 3 to Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta. Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
Back in the day, 1991 to be exact, A&T and South Carolina State, Cornell Maynard throws a touchdown pass with under a minute to go, his team leading 42-21. Bill Hayes made him go over to talk to Willie Jeffries and apologize to him, saying, I didn't call that play. You called the play, and they ran the score up to 49-21. They went on to play in the Heritage Bowl. Of course, he's got 58 points on the board today.
Yeah. So we're talking to the opposing coach. You see, what had happened was the receiver was wide open. Yeah, man, he lit it up.
That was Cornell Maynard at A&T back in 1991.
You called that game.
I happened to do that game with Lem Barney down in Orangeburg, South Carolina, and of course they came out victorious 49-21.
Oh, that's great video. He's quite the character, man, even back then.
Yeah, he was quite a quarterback in his day at A&T, and then he went on to make his presence felt in the Arena Football League. Now he's doing it as a coach on the sideline.
And he's a competitor to this day. Obviously, you know, gets that dog barking going. But you said out on the golf course, he is a serious business.
He is.
And he plays for keeps, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
You can tell that competitor never goes away.
He can hit the ball a country mile, as they like to say.
He's one of those guys who's shaking his friends down out on the golf course, taking all their money.
32 seconds to go in this one. And then out Tuskegee still trying to keep something going, and you can't blame them. You don't ever want to give up in a situation like this.
It's a life lesson, right?
But the clock continues to run. It's second down for this Tuskegee team. The ball across midfield.
Clock keeps winding. They're going to say, let's just pack it in, fellas. Start the bus.
And that's it. That's going to wrap it up here. 58-3. The final score here from Huntsville, Alabama. It's homecoming 2023. There you see the two coaches meeting at midfield.
Couple of former superstar quarterbacks.
Yes,
too.
Yes, indeed. Of course, Coach Aaron James was a quarterback at Tuskegee. So your thoughts on today's game and what these Tigers, Golden Tigers, have to do to get back in the winning way?
Well, yeah, you know, Charlie, you and I talked about it over breakfast, that we saw that these two teams had a common foe in Lane, and big difference in how the finish was. So we kind of felt that A&M had the advantage coming in. But today, offensively, defensively, I feel like I've said it all day long. They were just hitting on all cylinders. As far as the Golden Tigers, what you do is you go back, you look at where you got hammered and maybe pushed around on the field on this one, but you regroup and get these guys focused. They're still 4-1. There's a lot of season left, so you don't want to let this one big blowout change your trajectory.
Yeah, and like you said, a blowout. 58-3, the final score here. We invite you to join us again next week. We'll be in Alabama once again. We'll be in Montgomery. Alabama State takes on Bethune-Cookman, and they'll be in Montgomery, Alabama. For John Kelly, Courtney Tate, our entire production crew, Charlie Neal saying so long from Huntsville, Alabama. You've been watching college football on HBCU Go Sports, powered